Hey, Good evening, friends. How are we this Monday evening?
Doing all right.
Very good. Good to see that you were able to make it, Sabrina.
Yeah, my grandparents got tired, so they called it a night.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I'll
very
spend
good.
the afternoon with them tomorrow before they leave.
Okay, very good. And we have, I believe everybody's going to be here but Saniana. She's not going to make it tonight. I think everybody's here that's going to play tonight. Let's go ahead and. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, or announcements?
No?
Okay.
Nope.
I have one, and it's again pertaining to next Monday, October 31st. We will play this October 31st, but if no one, if there's a lot of people who can't or don't want to play, let me know, and we can postpone it for the following week. We don't have to play if a lot of people don't want to play. If everybody's willing, but maybe one person isn't, then we'll just continue on. We'll just do the session. I believe there's one person who's not going to be here, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's me.
So
I'm a little kid and I like to trick or treat.
okay, no problem. If the rest of you want to do next week's session on Monday, I am open to doing it. I have no problem with doing a session on October 31st. So, with that, let's start if everybody's ready. Last week, you guys took the stone to the theater and met with Jalaxel there. And he told you to find Fenris Stormcastle. He should be locked up in the courthouse. So you guys went to the courthouse and basically made an appointment to talk with the magistrate the next day at high sun, which is noon, basically, in the Forgotten Realms or the Sword Coast here. With that, you guys decide to leave, right? And
Sounds good.
head back to, did you guys decide you want to go back to Troll Skull Tavern? Is that what it was, or?
I think we went to the courthouse and we scheduled the appointment.
Right, that's.
We
yeah,
did that already.
No, that's what that's what I was saying you guys did last session.
Yep.
So, but after the courthouse, you guys left. Did you guys decide to go back to Troll Skull Tavern? Or
Did we do that before or after talking to the dragon?
So, this was after you talked to the dragon.
Okay.
So, you already talked to the bronze dragon underwater. And you should have I believe you turned that quest in, and then she gave you another quest. Fajara did. And that quest was... Right, so you should have gotten another quest from Fajara. And that quest was to hunt down yeah, so what you're doing is that you're gonna keep an eye on somebody, right? Member of the Force Gray is acting strangely of late. His name is Maloon War Dragon, and he has a happy-go-lucky Criminor. Has soured. He's been hanging around the Yawning Portal more than usual. Observe him for a 10-day, then report back to me. So you picked up that quest, remember, from Fajara. You also picked up another quest from the Harpers. When you spoke with Mert, he had said one of our members, Matron Mereg has aligned himself with a gang of doppelgangers and believes the Harpers should recruit them. We need an unbiased opinion. Track down and speak with each of the doppelgangers and gauge their trustworthiness. So that was the quest that Mert gave you guys for the Harpers side quest. So you had that. And you had one still you were doing for the Lord's Alliance, and that was to find someone by the name of Harku Swornhold. He was in an evil adventurer who was exiled 3 years ago for attempting to bribe a city magistrate.
I
And
thought that's
what's that?
sorry. I thought that's what we were on our way to do.
Oh, okay. So that's where
I
you guys
could-
are. I
I
thought you
could be-
guys were heading back to
could be
Trostro
wrong.
Manor. I could have been wrong about that too.
Hold on. I don't know if I'm right though. I
so
could be
he-
wrong. I could be
He
wrong.
returned to Waterdeep illegally. What was that?
The one trying to recruit Kenku
Yes.
or something
Mhm.
various.
That's the one that you guys, or he's trying to recruit Kenku. That is correct. So somewhere in the dock ward he was last seen. Find him and quietly put him to the sword. So that was the other quest picked up from your 3 factions. And so is that what you guys are on? You decided to head back to the dock ward and look for these individuals, or is there something else that you guys are wanting to do? I guess we'll pick it up from there.
I'm good to find that Swornhold guy. The Lord's Alliance quest.
Yeah, spend the rest of the day looking so we don't miss our meeting at Heist then. Yeah.
All right, so you guys want to spend your time in the dock wards trying to find this individual. You're trying to find Harko Swornhold is who you're looking for. So all right, that's what we'll pick it up at. We'll go ahead and put you on the battle map here, or the map of the City of Splendors. Okay. All right, so give me a sec here. All right. I've already have your party down in the dock ward. Okay. So, you guys are down in the dock ward. I'm gotta put some rain here because the rain is torrential. It's just been raining for days now. All right. So, how are you guys going to go about trying to track down this person named Harku Swornhold and the Kinkus he's trying to recruit.
Did
The
we ever get a description of them?
No, you didn't.
So we don't even know what it looks like.
But you know his name. How many Harku Swornholds do you think are in Waterdeep? It's a pretty unusual name, Harko.
Mort's gonna look around for kinkus first and see if he sees any like kinkus. Maybe they're dropping feathers or something.
Okay.
Just surveying the area.
Roll me an investigation check. So as you're looking around in this part of Waterdeep, a couple pedestrians, a couple residents of the dock ward stop. Oi, you there! What are you looking for?
Mort will kind of walk closer and in a more hushed voice, he'll say, "I'm looking for kinkus. I've heard there's some in this area."
Kidku? What is a kidku?
The giant crow. Oh no, I'm sorry, the little. It's a little crow.
Little bird people. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
No,
They repeat.
I haven't heard or I haven't seen a kunku since the paper a week ago had mentioned some dead kinkus at some warehouse. But, and he looks around to you and he says, maybe you're the party that disposed of them kinkus in that warehouse. That was a week or so ago, I think. Something like that. Some famous man, aristocrat of some sort, was found there too. I remember his name. Never Summer or something like that was his last name.
Mort's just gonna pipe in, "Never Ember." Yes, we were the party who did that.
Oh, Never Ember, yeah, that pompous fool. You were the
Yes.
party? Ah,
Yes, we were. Yes.
should have left him in the hole that you found him.
Before Mort walks away, he's gonna ask if he's have you heard the name what's Swornhold at all? Have you heard of anyone named Swornhold in the area?
He looks at you and his brow kind of deepens and his eyebrows kind of scurry up and he says, you mean the Harku Swornhold?
Yes.
Because of course, who has not heard of his name here in the water, deep and down in the belly of the underbelly here of the docks? Of course, he's around here somewhere. You find him over typically at the tavern, the Salty Sea Dog down there on the docks. It's typically where he hangs out. That's what I'm told. I don't know much more. And he puts his collar up from his jacket as the wind blows and the rain hits him harder, and he goes, "Well, there's a night to you," and then walks off in the rain.
All right, Port's gonna hastily make his way over to the party. He's gonna kind of relay everything he just heard. That he's hanging out. He hangs out at the Salty Sea Dog.
A salty sea dog.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yep. Does Mort know where this place is? Off the top
No,
of his head?
you don't know.
No,
You can
okay.
give let's do a survival check. Maybe you can figure out where it's at. But it's unusual. You don't know the name. You've never.
He's not
One, you
gonna
don't
know.
spend a lot of time in the docks. You wouldn't anyway, and so.
No.
I mean, you might. I don't know. I'm just kind of assuming that you don't.
No, he doesn't.
You don't have any desire or anything being in the docks that much. You're not a fisher or a tradesman of any sort, so. Yeah, you don't have, you can't get your bearings straight. You don't know of any idea where this tavern could be. There's probably several dozen taverns down here. You know, shanty little taverns here and there.
As you were,
Elena.
I, yeah,
Elena throws high enough
I from
to
my wanderings.
Keep out.
somehow you have almost the exact location of this rundown shack that's called a tavern that probably serves the worst tasting uh, ale that it's swill is what it is. Freaking probably the Deep Harbor probably water tastes better than the ale that's served here, but anyway, you do know of it. You know the location of it. To that, you're like, you tell your party,
Oh
"Oh,
yeah,
I
that
know
place.
exactly, and all of you kind of
All
like,
right, that shithole.
all of you are like, okay,
The
that's
fucking the
odd
hermit
that
calls
she
it the
knows
shithole.
this. It's very odd. Why would she know the location of this place?
We just stop asking questions about how she knows.
So are you guys gonna go there, or what's your plan here?
I guess we'll just mosey on in, right?
Are you gonna head there?
See,
Is that where you're gonna go? Is you gonna
Yeah,
head that?
I kind of lead the way.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll
You
send the
guys are.
monkey. Send the monkey in. Send the monkey in.
All right. So you guys.
Throw in some really odd turns through alleys, like because I found it from my random meanderings.
Yeah, yeah, sure, right. Uh, as you make your way to this to the location of this tavern, um, there's no sign hanging from the tavern itself. It's tiny. It's kind of nestled between some of these rundown apartments. Um, the street is pieces of the cobblestone are broken and missing. The gutters are filled with trash, so the water is dirty and it's having a hard time draining into the sewers, the rainwater. There's like virtually no one on the street. All the street lamps are busted or are missing. Most of the apartment windows that you see, they're broken or boarded up. Paint is peeling and chipped in places. There's even pieces of shingles and wood missing off the apartments that it's nearby. The tavern itself looks like it needs to be condemned. The next heavy wind that blows seems like it would probably knock the roof down completely on it. Um, but yeah, that's it.
Or it's just kind of walking around going, wee.
So you guys, the the five of you are standing in the rain, the heavy rain, in front of the tavern, or how are you guys positioning yourself?
I'm walking into the tavern.
Okay, so you're gonna walk in, and you open the front door of this tavern, and it's boarded up windows. There's like one window's boarded up, the other's open, and these storm shutters are knocking back and forth. One's like almost off its hinges as it's hitting the window itself. You open the door. The handle is dirty, greasy feeling, even with the water hitting it. You can see the water just kind of beads up and runs off of the handle of the tavern door. You open it, and it squeaks, and it's half jams on the wooden floor. It's like the wood is swollen, and it's very hard to push it open, and it just because it just slides across the wooden floor with a loud screech itself. Inside, it's a dank, dark tavern. Very little light, just a few candles lit. There's a few wooden tables and a few wooden like little stools. Um, the tables and stools are very old and decrepit looking. They don't look like they hold a heavy amount of weight, and they're really short stools. So when you sit down on them, the table raises up even higher in front of you. There's a small bar and just like a couple shelves behind it with a few dented and scratched tankards sitting on it. Not very many, but they look all dented and that. And there's the tavern keep behind this small little bar top. That's all. Looks like a lot of people have been taking their daggers and putting their initials in it or sayings or whatever. There's a couple. Sometimes there's some dwarven ruins you can make out on the top of the bar top. And he turns around and he's cleaning one of the dented tankards with the most dirtiest, greasiest rag you've ever seen. And he's got his one eye squint closed, the other one's open and almost bulging looking. Stringy, balding hair, and very greasy. Beard looks unkept. He's very thin, almost frail looking. Oi, what can I do for you? A little early to be drinking, but I'll take whatever you want.
There's no Kinku in the bar, is there?
No, there's nobody in the bar. You guys are the only ones. It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Mm. And Bort's just kind of looking around like, I don't want to talk to this guy. I want to treat him.
So
It's
all of you enter the bar then once Norik opens this door that barely opens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mort will tag along.
The smell of dried ale, sweat, puke, everything is in the air of it. The floor, when you're walking across the floor, it's sticky. I will have a seat anywhere. There's plenty of seating. I'll get you. What do you want to drink?
I'll take an ale.
Yeah, ale for you. What about the rest of the lot?
I'm good for now.
The robot.
What about you, elves?
Mort's just like, no.
No.
I don't think he was asking if you wanted to drink an elf.
Like, no. Nothing.
What about that half orc? What about you?
What do they just have like things that we also have in real life, right? Like I don't know the rules for drinks and
Well, I
D&D.
mean, you got to find out. He's definitely got ale. I mean, he might have. You got
anything harder than ale?
He might have some mead. He might have some kind of other hard liquor. I got stuff. What do you want? You ask me, I tell you.
Whiskey.
All right. So he pours the ale in one of the mug, the tankard he was just cleaning out with the greasy, dirty rag. He pours a ale
Awesome.
and puts it on the bar top, and the foam on it is very weak. There's barely any head on the ale itself. Puts it down for you, Elena. Then he goes and gets the ceramic bottle, uncorks it. You hear the pop of the cork as he uncorks it. He gets a smaller, like, wooden. It looks like a wooden carved, hand carved shot glass, and it's really poorly carved. It's like crooked and everything. And he fills that to the top with some clearish liquid, almost amber color, but it's hard to see in the dark. The darkness of the tavern itself, and it's inside that wooden carved like shot glass. And it's just, as he sets it down, you can see it's just crooked and barely keeping the liquid inside of it. And he says, "Gotta be 10 nibs."
Is that
And he stares at you with his good eye, the other eye squinted shut. And both you and Elena walk up to get your drinks. And you notice that the squinted eyes get like pus kind of dripping out of it that he's got closed. You see there's sores. There's like different sores around his mouth and everything.
Is he sick?
Fogmog is committed to the bit, and he's gonna drink that shot.
You drink it right there at the bar top. You don't go back and take it back down to the seat where everybody sat down.
Yeah, I'm committed to the bit. I'm
All right,
drinking the
so
shot
you
right there.
swig it really quick down, and you put it down on the ground, onto the bar top.
Mm.
Give me a Constitution save.
Yep, there it is. Constitution. There it is.
Yeah, it went down rough. It was strong.
Yeah.
It tasted bad. It tasted like almost like straight whole grain alcohol. Bitter, burned your throat miserably, but I mean, you got it down with no problem. It just was a horrible, probably the worst whiskey you've ever drank in your entire life. Your eyes watered from it and everything. And he looks at you and goes, a little bit of the hair of the dog, wants some more?
I'm good for now. I'm good for now.
All right.
I'm
do you
just drink the ale.
All right, and do you take it back to the table where the rest of your party is sitting, or are you going to drink it there at the bar?
I'll take it back to the table.
Okay. He goes back and starts cleaning another tankard with that dirty rag. While he's just staring, kind of watching all of you sitting down at the table, you know. You sit down and your ale, the foam dissipates rather quickly, and just in the candlelight is enough to see, like, when the oil is mixed with water, you get that little oil swirl happening, and you can see that in your ale.
Ugh.
Mort's all, yeah.
Yeah. Could Mort glance at this guy and do like a med check to see if he can tell what's
Sure, yeah, roll me a medicine check.
He doesn't want to make it too obvious.
Yeah.
Wants to know if he's heard of this before.
Yeah, you think he's one, he's filthy, and this whole area is filthy, and he's got something, maybe something happening. It could be a number of different things you figured out, but one of them could be like a sexually transmitted disease he could have. He could have
Syphilis.
he could have scurvy. Maybe he's not getting enough vitamin C, so he could have scurvy. There's a lot of different things that pop in your mind immediately that he could have with those sores and everything, the pussing eye. Yeah, he could have syphilis. You're like, okay, this guy's might be sick of something.
He reminds me of a Vanderhob. Just casually.
Mort's just groaning. Won't even. He's just going, oh.
You take a sip of your ale, Elena, or are you just gonna hold it?
Oh yeah, I'm drinking it.
All right, so you take a swig of it, and it is nasty. It is putrid. It's very hard for you to even keep it down as you're swallowing it. You want to just spit it out. It's so bad. Give me a Constitution save. You're able to do it. You take the whole gulp and swallow it. You feel it's on fairly empty stomach as it hits your empty stomach. But I mean, it's ale. It just tastes like absolute ass. It's terrible tasting.
Sip. This is disgusting. Swig.
Okay, so you continue to drink it. What are you guys doing sitting here? You're watching some of your party members drinking the nasty ale that he cleaned with a dirty, greasy rag. What are you guys doing? What are you talking about? Anything? Are you planning anything? You're the only ones in the tavern right now.
Yeah, so what do we want to do to kill the time? What time do we got to come back to the court? Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow at High Sun.
Hi, son.
Mark's just kind of like checking the bar out, being like, ours is so much better.
Well, yeah, anything's better than this place. I mean, a freaking hovel would be better than this place. This place should be condemned. Should not even be open anymore.
This makes dives look good.
Exactly. The bartender kind of looks across and goes, as he's still, and then he spits into the tankard to kind of try to shine it up. And he says, the weather's
I'm still drinking it.
yeah, the weather's
I purposely look him straight in the eye and take another drink.
And he kind of nods at you and he goes, "You liking that, don't you? That's my own recipe." And he looks at all five and he
It's the
goes,
worst thing I've ever had. I take another sip.
he kind of ignores what you just said there and he says, "The weather's been rather weird lately, hasn't it? Been weird. It's raining all the time now." And you see, as he says it's raining all the time, you see drips coming from the ceiling, water's dripping out from the rainwater's falling onto the ground into buckets that are around you that are almost full. I got a little of a leak. But that shouldn't matter. You're not coming here for a leak, right? You're coming here for the drink. You're coming here to get drunk.
Nark's gonna turn over and be like, "Why did we come in here?"
We're looking for a guy named Horns.
This is where some famous guy drinks.
But there's no one around.
How loud are you talking more? Like, are you
I,
he
I'm
was-
saying
he-
it. I'm saying it fairly loudly.
like?
Like, why are we here? Because this is where some famous guy drinks.
And then how about you, Mark? Because you said his name. How loud? Are you just talking normally, or were you kind
Well,
of
he said it.
whispering
He kind of whispered to Morton. No, he was
Okay.
We're trying to do the Lord of the Lions quest. I don't know. Any like signs that Kinku's been running around here? That's like, I don't know. They shed. There's like feathers.
Give me an investigation check.
He sees like any black feathers.
Is this what? Do we have to capture this guy?
We have to put him to the sword, whatever the hell that
So
means.
you're kind of looking around, and like I say, it's darker in there. It's very dimly lit from just a few candles burning, and those candles are like half burnt through already. They look like they're on there halfway through the candle itself, and so it's producing very little. It's just somewhat candlelight in there, so it's hard to actually really see anything in detail. But you notice, like in across from you, there's another like little table with 6 like little of those stools around it, and you notice there's like a few feathers underneath the table there, like black feathers.
How far is the table? Just a couple feet.
Oh yeah, just maybe maybe a couple feet. It's the building itself is small. It's probably no bigger than
I'm gonna go and get another ale
10 or 15
to
feet across.
give more time to actually investigate the table.
Okay.
Actually, that's like perfect. While she's doing that, I'll like try to distract. Like she's kind of distracting the barkeeper or
Okay.
barkeep. I'm gonna have him use mage hand and just get a feather and just like drop it on the center of the table so everybody can see.
All right, so Elena, you step up. The wood creaks and sticky and wet, and he turns around and he says, "Lassie, another one, eh? You like it, don't you? It's good." And he grabs a tankard from you, and he
I'm not really allowed to drink most ales.
well,
Like,
and this is a time period. There's no liquor age, right? You can be. There's
I-
no age for drinking.
I'm a
so
child. I'm
Doesn't-
very
He
I'm
doesn't care. He serves it to you anyway.
I'm
He says,
older than I look, and I don't look that old.
five nips, he says. He doesn't care. He could give a shit that you could be 5
I
years
look
old
like a kid.
drinking.
I look
He
like a
just-
little kid.
Yeah, at 5 years old, he doesn't care. As long as you're paying, he doesn't give a shit. So, and so that's happening as he's pouring you this drink. He turns around, he's pouring you the ale. You hear that your mage hand, and Pring comes back and he drops it right on the table. Your mage hand does, and one of the feathers, and it you look at it more and more, and it most definitely could be a Kenku feather. I mean, unless there's birds living inside this tavern, which is a possibility, but you know.
Mort's gonna just state the obvious. He's like, "There's some kinku been fucking around in here." Whispering
That
it.
sounds very unsanitary.
And so with that, the bartender turns around and hands you another full tankard. So you give him the 5 copper for the ale, and he grabs it and puts it away, and he says, what are you? He overheard the King Koo from you, and he says, "What do you mean, King Koo? There's no King Koo in here now. It's just the five of you."
Mort's gonna stand up pretty, as like menacing as he can, and kind of lift. Like he's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna lift that black feather up, hold it out, show it to the bartender.
Yeah, so there's King Koo that come into my bar and drink. Big deal. Sure that you walk by King Koo too. It's nothing unusual, is it?
Mort's just gonna ask, when was the last time there was one in here?
There was some last night, probably.
Mm.
What's it to you anyway? What are you doing? If you're gonna stay in here, you need to order a drink. If you're not gonna order a drink, you need to get out. I'll call the watch on you.
Mort's gonna walk up to the bar, and he'll take out one gold drag and just set it down on the bar in front of the guy. See how he reacts.
And his one good eye opens up wide, and he can barely tries to open it's crusted shut almost. And as that opens up, more like pus kind of leaks out, and he grabs the coin, puts it away, says, "That's not my business, whatever." He goes back to cleaning his tankards.
Mort wanted information. He was trying to like they do in movies, like bribe the guy.
All right, so you want to talk to him? Go ahead. I mean, he took
Yeah,
the
he's
coin.
gonna say. Yeah, he's to say we're looking for someone named Hornswoggle.
And he stops cleaning for a moment, and he's like, "Hornswoggle? Hey, who's Hornswoggle? I don't know any Hornswoggle."
Swordswoggle.
He's like still staring at you. He says, "Nope."
Mort's gonna look at his party and just go line. He can't remember the name. I wrote it down. I can't find it. Oh. Anybody remember his name? What's his name?
Should have written it down.
I did. I can't find it. It's the guy that's been talking to all the Kikus lately. It's recruiting them.
And he's just kind of looking at you, and his head just is shaking. Like, "Nope, I don't know. Know anybody that name? Hornswoggle sounds weird to me. I don't think I know any Hornswoggle. At least not here in the dock wards. Hornswoggle."
Okay, complete aside, Hornswoggle is an American wrestler. He's a midget wrestler.
I know, he's the leopard.
Fantastic information. Thank you.
He dresses up like a leopard. I know that. I was trying to be cute, but I don't know. I actually don't know the guy's name.
Wait, he dresses up as a leper? Is that what you said?
A leprechaun. There's a
Oh, a leprechaun.
Hornswoggle
I thought you said as a leper.
leper.
Maybe that's what this guy, he has leprosy. That's why he's got sores all over him, too.
Ah, great, and I drank it.
I mean, syphilis could also cause sores or
Yes,
facial sores
So
too.
can syphilis, so can scurvy. So,
I need to go see a priest.
okay, so you don't remember his name, and you're trying to get information on this person. He's all, I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea who you're talking about. I don't know any Hornswallow or anybody like that.
Mort will ask him, when do you usually get busy?
Oh, probably in the evening when they get off work, the workers come in here and get a drink their day away. Miserability of living in the docks, working in the docks, working and living in this miserable city.
Mort's gonna, I guess, thank the man for his input. Just kind of cast a glance at his eye and shudder. And he's gonna walk back to the table awkwardly and just sit down.
Give me
He's just
an
accomplished nothing.
investigation when you do that as
He's
you're
a-
watching him.
He's accomplished nothing. There we go.
As you're walking back to the table, he kind of shifts his good eye, his open eye, and it kind of looks to the side door. Then he looks back at you as you go back to sit down.
Mm. All right. Well, Mort will kind of lean forward and kind of get the party to huddle in, and he'll convey like, "I saw him got a glance at that door. There might be something there. Could cause a distraction. Someone could sneak in and look inside, maybe, or we could just, I don't know, restrain him. Then someone go in there, or we could sneak out. I don't know. Walk around the back, see if there's a way in."
Or we could just walk there.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'm gonna slam back the ale.
All right, give me
What?
another Constitution save.
Don't waste not, want not.
Just the little girl. She has to use the restroom, but she might mistake that for the restroom.
All right, so you finish up swigging up the rest, and as the last you swig the rest of it, and it goes in your mouth. There's like, you feel like there's pieces of something that slid in down your throat with the ale, something that's foreign that shouldn't be in there, maybe dirt or pieces of food or something.
Ugh. I'm gonna get up and put the tankard back on the bar and head for the side door.
And he stops. He goes, "Lassie, that's not for you. That's private. That's not for customers. Sorry. I can get you another ale, though. And if you're looking for the privy, it's outside to the right, and there's an alley there. There's your privy."
Oh. I just walk outside, like that's what my actual intentions were.
Okay.
Like, okay.
All right, so you step back outside into the rain, and it's just coming down. The rain is cold, wind so often blows. The door is slowly stops from closing all the way because you didn't, unless you want to try to shut it, stops and drags
No.
on the wooden floor and just kind of stays open enough. And as that happens, he gets out from behind the bar and he's like limping slowly limping over to the door, and then pushes really hard and it slams shut and basically shakes the whole small tavern as it happens. And he limps back all the way back to the behind the bar again. Next time you tell her to close the door behind her. What kind of manners is that? He grumbles to you guys. What are you guys doing? You're just sitting there now. You've lost one dragon. Elena's outside.
Like, is our best lead just to wait for this guy to show up?
You don't even know his name. Nobody remembers his name at all.
What the hell, Mort?
Can Mort roll like what is it? Some kind of check, like intelligence check or something. Try to like just think real hard, see if he can remember, like sound it out.
Sure, I'll let you. Roll me go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
I'm looking around outside while they're just doing whatever.
Yeah, you don't know. You can't remember for the life of you. And that's pretty sad for a wizard with a low intelligence throw.
Mort's a pretty hands-on wizard.
What are you looking for exactly, Elena, outside?
Maybe another door or loose panels or something.
All right.
Something I could maybe be around where that side room was.
Okay, so there is an alley to the right, a very small alley between the tavern and an apartment. And then the other side, it's built right up against the apartments. That's that side, and that's the side that the side door was at. Is the one that's built right up against the apartments there. As you walk by, there's a couple like people walk by, some sailors or fishers or whatever. They go, "The little girl shouldn't be down here in the docks. It's dangerous." They continue walking.
I'll just kind of give a little quiet giggle as they walk by.
Okay.
Just like
Uh,
a creepy little girl giggle.
if you want, you can roll an investigation check just to check out the alley or anything that you want, that you were talking about. You wanted to look for.
Yeah, I'm not the best at that.
It's the rain, probably. Maybe some of the ale is just clouded your your investigation, and you don't really find anything that you're hoping to find. You guys, the rest of you inside, what's going on? I mean, you're no longer drinking. Nobody's drinking anything. You're just standing or sitting around the table.
I'm just sort of banging my head trying to remember the guy's name.
Anybody else want to roll an
I'm going to take a
intelligence?
paper bird out and send it to the Lord's Alliance guy and be like, hey, how do you spell that Kenku's name that we're looking for? And send it out.
All right. You go up to the door. You open it. It stops, drags across the floor, and you have to kind of yank it more to get it to the. And you let the bird go, and it goes out in the rain. And you shut the door, back door, or do you shut the door again, the front door, or do you leave it open and walk away?
The front door, leave it open.
Okay. The bartender looks up and again and goes, "Damnation! I asked you to close the door. Have a little bit of manners." And
I'm gonna be like, I just need some air, sir. Just give me a minute.
And he looks at you and stares you down. Are you gonna buy something? Are you gonna order something?
Yeah, give me your best house alley that you have. I'm gonna say, and then can you whip up some breakfast for all of us?
I got ale.
Well, is that a good idea?
I don't whip up any food. I'm not a cook. Down the street, there's a restaurant you would go to if you want, but there's no food.
I'm gonna flip him a gold coin and be like, all right, well, just a round of ales for everybody.
And he looks
And the
at
door
gold
open.
coin and goes, "Oh," shrugs and heads back to the bar. You want a round of ale for everybody, or just one?
Yeah, just a round. Well, no, we'll do a round.
All right. So he's sitting there and he's filling up all these bent, broken, half broken, bent up, scratched up, chipped up tankards with his really lousy ale. Brings it over on a round tray, sets it down. Some of it spills, out of the tankards a little bit onto the tray. Bless you. And he says,
Thank you.
"Oh, there's the best ale, my house ale, the best." And he gives you this smile, and you got these crusted sores around his mouth, but he's got like 2 teeth in his mouth. Is all that's left. Everything's it's like almost a toothless smile. Maybe he's got 2 or 3 teeth left, and they're pretty rotten. And he limps back to behind the bar, continues what he's doing.
Mort's gonna like tongue his dentures a little bit, looking at his teeth, just wiggling around. Like, oh.
Who is everybody going to take some of their drink except for HP?
I am not taking another sip of this stuff.
Mort's gonna give his to his monkey and just go drink.
As soon as
The-
the liquid hits the lips of the monkey goes poof. It's gone. It's gone.
No.
What? It just like poofs.
Yeah,
He killed it.
Yeah, he killed it. Which is
So if Norik sees that, I'm gonna. Can I investigate and smell it, see if it smells like poison or something?
yeah. Go ahead.
What do you want me to roll on this?
Just roll a. We'll roll just an investigation on it.
I know I have two things, either like investigation or medicine.
I was gonna say more should roll that.
As you're sniffing it and everything, it smells like alcohol, but really like foul alcohol, not good alcohol. You don't recognize any poison smells from it. Elena, what are you doing?
Uh, I guess I'm hanging out outside because
Okay.
they're not
So-
that good in Vista.
I know you've got your woolen cloak on, but it's pretty cold still. You've got it clasped shut probably to keep from getting too wet, but at some point wool will eventually get wet. So that's just a mind. Just be mindful of it. Within a few moments later, a paper bird crashes into the door and flops down in the wet puddle that's been forming in front of the wooden door in the front of it.
I'll open the door a crack and toss it and bring it inside, I
All right,
guess.
so you walk inside wet, and you hear the bartender slam his hand down, and he's mumbling to himself, and he goes near the side door, but not into the side door. He doesn't open the side door, and he gets a mop and a bucket, a wooden bucket, and he shuffles like.
I'll go over to one of the least little fuller buckets and try and wring my cloak out a little into
Okay,
it.
okay. And he's
Make his life
limping.
slightly easier.
Okay, and he's limping over to the door, and he starts mopping all the water and everything in front of it. Do you hand the paper bird to whoever, or do you keep it and want to read it?
I'll hand it over to Norik and I get to the table.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
You open it up, and it's from Jallister, and he says in there, it's Horik Sorenhold, and he's not a Kinku. He's an exiled evil adventurer who is now here in Waterdeep. He's a Xanathar Guild member, and then so I'll put his name in chat for you, so you have it now.
Bornhold.
What was I saying? Swornhoggle? Jesus.
Yeah, Sarnhogger or something. I don't know. What were you saying? Something like that.
It was Swornhoggle.
Hornswoggle. That's
Hornswoggle.
it. Yeah.
Sorry, boys. Or guys.
You were
Oh,
maybe somewhat close. It had the H in it.
Yeah.
All right. So now you know the name of this person you're looking for.
Yay.
Then in a few moments, the bartender comes, limping back. The bucket's full of water. Some of it's spilling out a little bit. It's all dirty and greasy. Look in the water. As he gets back behind the bar, puts the mop and bucket again by that door, but next to that side door. Who's taking a swig of the ale?
It's not poisonous. I can't tell.
Yeah, you can't tell that. You don't smell anything without a proper testing kit or maybe a medicine check that's a high enough with it. You might be able to tell, but with your investigation check, you don't think there's poison in it. You don't think so.
Okay. I'll take a swig.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty bad. This doesn't taste good at all as you choke it down. The gulp that you took. Give me a Constitution save. Yeah. You're able to swig it down and hold it down and everything, and just like, ugh. This is the worst beer. It's skunky, smelling, tasting. It's just not good. Bitter, oily.
Ugh. All right.
Mort, usually you're the one who does a lot of this investigating. What's going on?
No. Well, Mort's just watching Noric. He can't believe he just did that. He's looking at he's like looking where the monkey is. He's like, oh.
Okay.
So the guy went back to the bar, right?
Yeah, he's back behind the bar.
Yeah, Mort's just gonna he's gonna see if he can get a rise out of this guy, a reaction. So he's just gonna kind of do that thing where, how do you describe it? Where he's just talking and he just kind of says the name. He's just, oh yeah, that Marco Swarnhold, yeah, I know all about him.
And with
Just gonna
that,
say it
he
loud.
stops doing whatever he's doing. He was cleaning the tacker and the tankards and some of the bar top, and he just kind of stops after you said that, and then he begins to begin again.
Yeah, Mort's just gonna keep going. He's like, yeah, I hear Arco Swarnhold's back in town. Heard he comes around here every once in a while. Like just kind of being obnoxious, just seeing how the guy's reacting.
Yeah, he's throw me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, jeez, Mort.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
watching
like-
the bartender like a hawk.
all right,
Ort's
so
not
you
having a good
notice
night.
that he's kind of looks like a little nervous, and his good eye, keeps kind of shifting back and forth from you guys to the side door and then back.
He's not very good at this, is he?
Mort's gonna huddle back down. He's just I guess he's like, what if we make Bog go open that door? Let's see what's in there.
I'm down. Let's do it.
A little more
Hold on,
intimidating than a little girl.
Hold
yeah.
on. Yeah, anyone disagree with this cunning plan?
I mean, I could
I mean-
always blind him.
I could put him to sleep.
That was
Yes!
better.
HP! Yes! Yes! Do it!
He needs a nap.
Please. Oh, I don't have my monkey with me. Please.
Is the front door closed?
No, it's still open.
Mort will use his mage hand, hit the door for him real fast.
All right, so you're able to and it shuts it, and right with that, the bartender looks up at the door and is like, that's interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna try to cast sleep on the bartender.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is. I think I'm just gonna do it at first level. I don't think he has that much HP.
Yeah, with that, he's all, that was weird, and he's all sitting, and then boom, and his head hits the fucking bar top,
Ooh.
and he's instantly asleep.
Mort's gonna get up and get his scalpel and his bone saws, doctor's equipment. He's like, all right, well, let's get him picked up. We'll dump his parts in the sewer. He's just gonna walk up
We're
to the
not
body.
going to kill him.
Why not? We're just gonna let him. We're not gonna kill him.
And so, do you go
Wait.
back behind the bar where he's at? He's like
He
sleeping.
he just got up. He started to. He just stood
Okay,
up.
he's
He's not
slumped
over there yet.
over. He's like
Yeah.
slumped over on the bar asleep. You can hear him snoring.
I mean, I thought the plan was to put him to sleep so we could investigate the room.
Oh yeah. Yes, that was the plan. Not to do anything else. Right. Right. And Mort's like looking at his equipment and like, oh, how did this get here? Just back real fast.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Like he's like, oh, this isn't a normal thing to do. Okay. Making sure. All right. So, do we need to be stealthy walking up to the door to try to open it, or is he like? I don't know how this. Is he just out, or can we wake him up on accident if we're too loud?
Well, you want to wake him up?
No, 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 no. I meant like if we don't go into stealth, will he wake up if we step on like a creaky floorboard?
No, he's out magically to sleep. So it's not like
Okay,
he's
that's what I
sleeping
didn't ask.
normally or anything. Yeah, he's asleep magically. So yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah. You don't have to worry about that.
Well, who wants to check the door?
I'm down. But
Well,
if I'm going for a gentler approach, I may not be the person. All right. Well, I'm going to walk up to the door.
Okay.
Is the door locked?
Is the bartender looking at us?
The
He's asleep.
bartender's asleep, so you don't have to worry about the bartender.
Yeah.
HP cast sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Let me check for traps first.
All right.
All right. So as you're about to, you go up to the door, right? And
Yep.
as you start, you throw me an investigation check. So you're kind of fumbling
Yeah, it
around
looks
the
good.
door, looking at it, kind of feeling it. As soon as you start touching the door, it flies open. I need a dex save from you, Nork.
Okay.
You able to like roll out of the way, but you're on the ground, kind of behind the bar as this door flies open and a humanoid rushes out with two king crews behind them with their weapons drawn, and everybody roll for initiative. I won't do a surprise round with this, so everybody just go ahead and roll. Let me actually put you on the map here, so we can click on our tokens here on this battle map.
I should wait until the map's up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and click on your guy,
Yeah.
your token.
Yeah.
Rolled a 22 the first time, but
Where is Mort? Oh, there.
Eh.
All right, everybody in the turn order?
Nork.
I got a 13.
You got a 13?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just add you.
yeah, I rolled a 22 first before the map came up. 12 is a very bad initiative roll for me. So bad.
At least it wasn't that one.
A nat 1 would still be 8.
All right, Elena, your turn.
Right, I'm very good at rolling high initiative, but not good at planning the first move. I'm going to cast darkness on top of them. So I'm a centered darkness right there.
So 15 foot. Right in front of him, right here.
I was gonna do it like right here so they're all fully
Okay.
encompassed.
All right.
It's like they burst in the door with their weapons drawn and suddenly they can't see anything.
Yeah.
I really should have the spell blindness. I need to get that.
Excuse me. Ugh. Whoa. Oh, they're screwed.
Yeah, we can't see any of them now.
I can
I
drop
got-
it at any time.
Oh, I got something for it. We can.
I can drop it at any time. We just don't want them to have any sort of advantage.
So now what?
All right. So that ends your turn, Elena.
Yep.
Okay. I believe I've got. I didn't mean to click that. I believe I have a ranged option. It's like a javelin.
The spell darkness. It's essentially complete blackness that even dark vision can't see through.
So I can't. All right. So I'm just gonna. I think
You
I'm gonna hang
can, but
back
it'd be at
then.
disadvantage.
I'm just gonna hang back like right. Is this gonna be a
That's the
bad
edge of it,
spot?
yeah.
I'm gonna stay right there. That way, if they come out, I can engage. But for now, I think this is probably an action. Like this will be a ranged fight. So I'm gonna leave it to those people. End my turn.
Okay. Now the other dude's turn. The guy's turn. All right. So you see him step out of the darkness at this point, and he's right on the side of the bar. And let's see here. I think that is going to end his turn. Yeah. And he's all, nice try. Norik.
I'm gonna step to here and fire an arrow right at him.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right. The arrow goes whizzing by him and then sticks in the back of the wooden wall behind him there. Okay. Is that it, Norik?
Yeah.
All right,
Just to hear him
Norik.
swear. Cocksucker.
All right, he sees this big old glob, like black blob form. He's more sensing an opportunity here. He's gonna rush up to here. Yeah, he's in the darkness here, right? Or is that the edge?
You're in the darkness there.
Okay, can I have him just hold out his hand, and just fire off? Would it be disadvantage for burning hands?
It's
Like
disadvantage
it's like hold on.
everything. Those spells require sight, right?
I don't know. Let me put it in the chat.
Yeah,
That one's
put it
kind
in
of
the
weird.
chat. Well, you can just fire off a 15-foot radius from your fingers and hope it hits something. If you want to do
Yeah,
that.
just like he's just kind of gonna blind fire
Okay.
blind fire into this darkness and see if he hits one of these kinku.
So yeah, so you fire. The fire comes out of your hands and thumbs in this cone radius. You hear the kinkus crying out, and let me go ahead and roll really quick there. Hold on a sec. Give me a second. All right, so you hear him cry out, burning, as you smell like feathers burning, as this fire burns these two kinkus as they're crying out. And roll me your damage. It's a 3d6.
Yeah, the best I could do.
Okay. All right. What are you doing? Just stand right there?
I was actually gonna have him step out Like, I don't think he can step on the table, so I'm going to have him just kind of get out. Is this out of the darkness or am I in?
You're pretty much right on the edge of it there.
Yeah, I'll just look at it and dodge. That was
Okay. All right. HP.
Okay. I'm gonna go up here. And I'm gonna hit this guy
Mm-hmm.
with inflict wounds at 2nd level. Where is it? There it is. I don't think that hit.
It did not. So you kind of just dodges just in time out of the way, and does not.
Okay. Yeah, now I'll sit here and try to block his way from the exit.
So don't forget to remove it from your spell slot. It doesn't look like your sheet for some reason is doing that automatically.
For some reason, inflict wounds won't until I hit the damage.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Then when I do hit the damage thing, then it'll remove it.
Okay, no problem.
Because that's when I choose if I want to do damage from 1st or 2nd level.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
It's weird.
Out of the darkness steps this Kenku right by Mugbug and goes, "Baka!" Swings his short sword at you. You can see all this burnt feathers and everything, and the smell of burnt feathers wafts into everybody's nose. Smoke is still coming off the bird. And you see there's like some feathers or some skin exposed, and it's all red and burnt a little bit. But he's able to hit
So I'm
you.
cooking chicken.
He's able to hit you doing 8 points of piercing damage. You are not raging, so you take the full damage. This one steps out right by you, Mort. And he goes, "Ah!" and swings his short sword at you. The same look that he has with you. He's burnt feathers, half of them are missing. Smoke is still smoldering off the Kinkus. And he misses his swing of you at you. Elena.
I guess I'll drop darkness. And she'll touch the Kenku. The one by Mort.
Yep.
This one.
Mm-hmm. So that gets him. He's chill through his body. He's like shivering, and then he's warm, hot, and cold. He takes 8 necrotic damage. He's not looking really good at all. I mean, being burnt and now chilled. Yeah, just not looking good at all for that Kinku there. Is that it, Elena?
Yeah, Elena's kind of pouting because the darkness didn't work as well as she thought it would.
Oh, sorry. Mogbog, or
I thought it was
Mogmog,
cool.
your turn.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna swing on this guy that's like right next to me. I'm gonna roll for that. You play it. Ooh, not great.
So the 9 misses the Kinku that you're standing by. It just kind of dodges out of the way and goes, "Ah!"
All right. Well, that ends my turn.
Do you want to rage or anything? You're not.
No, I think I'm good for
Okay.
now.
So you guys are guessing this is Harku now. And he says, "You all coming for me? Swan Horde's gonna kill all of you!" And he attacks HP. And he swings his scimitar. 2 swings at you, HP.
Okay.
and just take the 22 and the 10, not the crit. So the second one
I
misses
didn't.
you.
It's
does
not popping up.
The 22 hits. Yeah, I need to fix it.
Yes,
Stupid
22
fucking
hits.
character sheets. That's default on them. Drives me batty.
How much damage was it?
Hold on, we're gonna. Okay. Four slashing damage with the scimitar, and then the last attack he has against you is he swings at you with his dagger.
Okay. That
And
hits.
21 hits you for 6 damage. And he's all, you'll never take me alive! Norik.
We're not supposed to take you alive.
Alright, I'm going to fire at this guy since he's within 5 feet here.
Who? That Kinku right in front of you? Okay.
Yeah, he's 10 feet away, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a sneak attack here.
A 22 hits this time. The arrow pierces the singed Kinku. Tell us how he died.
Oh, it just went right in the side of his head. Thump.
He collapses to the ground. Still smoldering a little
Move
bit.
to here.
Okay. Mort?
You just hear me go. Fucking birds.
Mort?
This Kinker is not looking good, is he?
No,
He said
not
he's
at
looking
all.
kind of shabby. Oh, Mort's gonna like slowly raise his hand and just like kind of hold it out to the Kinku's stomach. He's gonna just shoot magic missile right at it, like point blank, right into this thing's stomach. Point blank, because I don't think he has any good spells that can shoot at this range.
Jeez, okay.
So it's 3d4 plus
Don't
3.
even roll it. I mean,
Okay, I'll
thing's fucking dead. From
It
all
kinda,
three,
like,
all three of the
explodes.
bolts. Are you shooting all three of the, or whatever level you're doing? What level are you shooting that at?
Just a 1. I was
All
just
right,
gonna
so
do a
all
1.
three bolts, are they hitting him? All 3 magic missiles?
Yep, right.
All right,
The
so it's all
stomach is gonna.
zoom, zoom, and it's all boom, boom, boom,
Yep.
boom, and it just goes, "Ah," and then you hear it whistle,
Sounds-
just like Norik just whistled. It goes, and it falls to the ground dead.
Looks like a Thanksgiving turkey, like all steamy. Then Mort's gonna make his way up here, right there, and be the end of my turn.
Make sure and take your spell slot away with that.
Yeah, I did.
All right, HP.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. And is using Boo action or bonus action?
Boo's always a bonus action.
Okay, just want to double check. I'm gonna try to hit him with inflict wounds at 2nd level again.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll hit this time. Roll. Thank you. Inflict wounds, not cure wounds.
Okay, so a 12 actually misses. So he's
Dang
able
it.
to just sidestep out of the way from me touching him.
So I'm gonna pull out Boo and tell him to go for the eyes.
Boo goes, squeak, 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 and then jumps from your shoulder right at the Harku's face, and then bites at him. He does 7 points of damage, of piercing damage, as he bites and rips some of his flesh away from his cheek there, so it's all bleeding. And he's 7 points. And he jumps back to your shoulder, squeaking. His face is all bloody.
Good boy, Boo. And I'm gonna sit right here.
Okay?
Let's see, bio.
Okay, Elena.
I'm gonna move over into this corner, kind of near Norik, and chill touch.
Okay?
Nope.
Yeah, he misses him. He's just dodges just in time, so he can't hit him. Bogmog.
Yes, yes. I am going to rush this man, and I am going to swing my flail. Ooh, very nice.
24 hits.
Yeah. Alright, so then I click the flail to do
9 points damage and pierce into him. Oh, that really hurts. And he swings his scimitar twice at you, Mogbog.
Cool.
And as he swung the second one, it swings around and the scimitar gets caught in the bar top there that he's swinging in.
Ooh.
So he's no longer has it, but he's able to swing his dagger one more time at you.
Well, let's see it. Alright. That's a total of 10 damage.
Yeah, he pierces
Right.
you with the dagger. Yep. You take 10 damage. Norik.
All right. Nark's just gonna come to here and just try to fire at his neck.
18 hits.
12.
12 damage as the arrow pierces him. Arr! That hurts. Mort?
Oh, I think Mort's gonna do a good old. Oh, hold on.
Slapping sting.
You guys hear me?
You're doing the sapping,
Sorry.
sapping sting?
No, that was an accident.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my thing died. I'm gonna do good old Toll of the Dead. Wisdom save.
Okay, so you hear this bong, and that is a wisdom. And he does not save, so roll your 1d12 necrotic damage. Yep. 9 points
Yep.
as the bell rings and he's all taking the necrotic damage.
Before I end my turn, can I have Mort look into this back room here the guy came out of and see if there's any more enemies or anything of interest in there?
The door swung open, so you look inside there, and it's a pretty large storage room. But there's not a lot of storage. There's like a couple kegs, but then there's like 3 makeshift beds in there, and it smells like sweat, horribly, like sweat and dirt inside there. But there's like these 3 makeshift beds on the ground. There's feathers all over the ground, and that. So it looks like that's where the bartender's kind of been, where the guy's been sleeping.
Gotcha. He'll look at the party and just say, "He's the last one." That'll end my turn.
All right, HP.
Okay, I'm just gonna start swinging at him with my mace.
Okay.
If it'll let me click on it. Mace +1. There's that crit.
Yep. As you critically hit him. Points plus let's draw. I'll draw a card real quick for it. This is the last. By the way, this is the last adventure we're going to use these cards, so we're going to do stuff differently. I think. I'm not really happy with these cards.
I really don't like them either. I've been making my own stuff up and have a percentile die rolled for it.
So when we do, when we start Dungeon of the Mad Mage, we're not going to use these cards. So you land a crushing blow on your opponent's skull, sending them to the sprawling to the ground. They have disadvantage attack and ability rolls. So he already had disadvantage on this next attack, but
Does that mean he's
now
prone?
prone. Yes, he is prone for this round. So for his turn, so he's definitely prone. Of course, I can't find prone. There it is. Okay. All right. So he's prone. It is Elena's turn. You should have advantage on any attacks.
Sweet.
10 points of damage.
I'm gonna throw a chaos bolt. Dark mass of colorless magical energy comes out of her hands.
Okay.
And condenses into a cloud of ice as it leaves her hold.
Okay. All right. So
Cloud of ice.
4 damage. Looks like
Mhm.
have ice damage as it. He's all woo, ooh, as he's laying there getting all cold. He takes the 4 points of cold damage. You want to move, or do you have a bonus action or something?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Mogmog.
Yes, yes. I am going to attempt to swing at him with the flame. Where is my
You got an
flame?
advantage on the attack.
Oh, how do I? I'm sorry. How do I roll for advantage?
So it should toggle it on your sheet. You just click on.
Oh, yeah,
the
okay, I
one
see it. I'm
top of the
sorry.
sheet there, and
Yeah, my bad. All right, there we go.
that definitely hits. 26, a crit.
And then
Damage. Okay. And we'll pull the card out and see what happens.
okay.
So you send your attack deep into your opponent's chest, crushing their ribs and knocking the air out of them. They suffer 1 minor bleeding, 1 damage per round, and are stunned for that remainder of that
Okay.
round. So we'll call that, and we'll hide cards. Okay. So, all right, he is now stunned and prone. Norik, or the bandit, it's not his turn, it's Norik's turn. So,
All right, I'm gonna fire again.
all right, you got advantage on the attack. Yeah, that hits. Massive. He hits. Tell us how he died as that last bolt, as that last arrow hits him on the ground there.
Right through his like one side of his neck, right through the other.
Oh,
You just
okay.
hear him gargling. It's like, yep.
All right. That ends combat. There doesn't seem to be any other threats around. All right. What's going on? You guys just finished combat. You have 3 dead individuals. The bartender's still asleep.
Mort's gonna go up to this King Ku and he's gonna get like his bone saw or whatever he's got. He's gonna try to saw off the leg, and then he's gonna give it to Bog. Like it's like a Flintstones looking like chicken leg. Like look, because since it got hit with burning hands.
Wait, on the Kinku you're doing this?
It's cooked, right? Like he's like cooked solid because of the burning hands, or
Yeah, he's somewhat burned. Yeah, he might not be fully.
Oh,
burned, but-
okay. Okay, never mind. That was a funny idea, but I thought if he was cooked, I forgot I killed him with a magic missile too.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll pat him down to see if there's anything valuable on these guys.
So on the Kinkus, you find very little. There's just a short sword, a short bow, and that's it. That's all that Kinkus have.
Uh, He'll go, I guess, run right over to this guy, start looking around on him.
Yeah. Okay. You find on him he has a scimitar and a dagger. The scimitar's still stuck in the bar top, and he's wearing studded leather armor. And you find this weird stone, like this really smooth black stone. It's oval shaped, and it's got a ruin carved in it.
Mark's gonna like whip around. He's like holding it with both hands. He's got it like out in front of him. It's like he just found like a dying baby rabbit.
Okay.
He doesn't know what to. Oh, so excited.
It's a rock.
Oh, the stone. Um,
What don't they want?
can he? Trying to decide. I don't know. Is there a way he could tell if it's the like not if it's the stone of galore because he doesn't know what it looks like, but if it's like some kind of magic item that he might already know or recognize? Could I do a check to see if it's something I know? Like,
You can cast Identify, or you can detect magic. You can use one of those.
Oh,
if you like, if you
I
like.
completely fucking forgot I could cast Identify. I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to cast Identify. I'll use a spell slot to do it, so we don't have to wait around because I think
Okay.
the guy might wait.
So you cast over, and it's you cast over Identify, and you hear this voice go. You have found and determined this magical item is a stone of luck.
Oh. Oh. Mort's just like, what's the stone of luck?
This stone of luck allows you to twice a day re-roll any roll that you would like. It being an attack roll, an abilities check, an ability roll, a skill check, any roll twice a day, and it can be recharged after a long rest.
Ooh. Does it have to be attuned?
It does not.
All right. Well, Mort's gonna relay this to the party, and he's just gonna kind of ask like, who wants it? Because this is a pretty good item. I don't want to. If somebody like who could it? I'm trying to think of a way to word it. In whose hands is it the most valuable? That's the best way to put it.
Zone of luck?
Yeah.
Well, that dude was
I'm just
already
asking the
lucky,
party in
obviously, with that stone.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm just asking a party like we want to give this to.
I mean, it would be useful to any of us.
I don't know. We want to roll for it.
I don't want it.
Yeah, Mort's just gonna start talking like an auction vendor. He's like, "Who wants the stone? Not going once for every day. They're going twice for every day."
I already have Boo, so maybe we should give it to your monkey. It looks like he needs all the work
No,
to get.
no, my dog's barking. That's what I say to him when he does something bad. I go, "No." He starts barking. Oh, Norik, you want the stone of Elena?
What does it
Oh,
do?
Mort. It lets you re-roll one or twice for a long rest.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Mort's gonna toss it to Norik. He's just like, I am only interested in the stone of Galar.
It's
Wait, you
the
should see it.
what is it called? The stone of what?
It's a luck
Stone of luck.
stone of luck or a luck stone. It has 2 charges. They recharge at the end of a long rest. You're allowed to re-roll any attack, ability, or skills roll one time with it, or until the charges are done. If you want. So
Yeah, Norik's gonna like hold on to it and be like, "Oh, this is really nice. It's my precious."
all right. What are you guys doing now? So you've just killed 3 people out of defense. Obviously, they attacked you first.
uh,
Should we hide the bodies?
Do we need to?
Nort's gonna get his stuff out. He's like, we could always dissect them and throw them in soup. Well, did we check that back room? There was nothing in the back room, right? That I looked in.
Just that a bedroom slash storage room. There was a couple kegs in there, some other items in there, but mostly there's 3 makeshift beds on the ground, on the wooden floor. It smells like dirt and sweat. So it looks like this guy was staying here in this room.
Okay, there's no goodies. Okay.
Do you want to like investigate the beds and stuff? Is that what you want to do and see if there's anything in there? Or?
Well, I was going to if there's, I don't know.
All right, so you walk around. There's just the beds are greasy, dirty. Um, there's like empty wine bottles and empty ale tankards there. Half-eaten food, moldy food, and that's it. There's really nothing else of value. There's some piles of dirty clothes. There's clothes there, but nothing else of value that you can see.
So we're just gonna leave the bodies here. That's what we shouldn't do that. I don't know. Maybe I've been watching too many like serial killer documentaries or something. Can Morton, since like he's gotten to be quite the good surgeon and all that, like could he like arrange the bodies, like do a like medicine check and like kind of arrange them in a certain way to make it look like I don't know, the Kinku's turned on the
Okay, yeah, roll me a medicine check.
Like I'm thinking of, I can't remember what show I was watching, but there's like a very specific serial killer that was doing this, like framing people.
Okay, roll me.
Oh shit! No, I guess he can't.
So you arrange the body so they look like they're all dancing together on the floor.
He puts them like in a weird circle, and they're holding.
So now we're serial killers, huh?
Uh,
This is very, very morbid artwork, Mort.
How long is your spell last there, HP? What was it, an hour?
I think. Let me look. I don't think it was an hour. I think it was shorter than that. Oh, It lasts for a minute.
Okay, so he's waking up. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, and he's rubbing his forehead where it hit down on the bar, and he's looking around. He looks at you guys. He looks down at the dead bodies, and he looks at the five. And he goes, I don't. He puts his hands up. I don't want any. I don't want any trouble. I don't have much. I don't have much gold. I don't have any gold. Well, the gold you gave me, but other than that, I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of coin. Please don't hurt me.
Mort's gonna just like smooth as he can take out I don't know 10 gold dragons from his own purse, and he's gonna like put them on the table, and he's just gonna explain like this man that was staying here was involved in some weird and he's gonna look at the way the bodies are arranged. He's like some weird relationship with these Kinku, and just didn't turn out well. We'd appreciate it if you spread that around. So he's gonna like basically try to bribe him, I guess.
Now you intimidate him, or are you just going?
No, he's bribing him. He's giving him 10 dragons. Like he's trying to.
A persuasion check with the 10 gold that you got going on.
Okay. Mort's so good at this. God.
He looks at you and everybody else, then looks back at you, and he grabs the 10 dragons from you. He goes, "Yeah, fine. Okay, all right." So he takes your word for what you're saying and grabs the 10 dragons, puts them away. I gotta find something to do with these bodies here. Give me a favor.
Works like you can sell.
Help me put him around the back, down the alley on the other side. Help me drag him out there.
Not helping this man with anything. This is the bartender, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Nope.
You're like, nope. What about the rest of you? Mort?
Mort's like, I have weak wrists. He shows his metal hand.
And then he says, get out then, get out, take care of him, get out, all of you, don't ever come back. He says, and he waves you away.
I think that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I think we should leave the door open when we leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all of you leave the tavern behind there and step out into the cold rain again of this dock ward. All right, so you've left the tavern behind. You've taken care of this guy. You gave him what you were supposed to do for the Lord's Alliance. What are you guys doing? Where are you going from here?
We need to let the Lord's Alliance know that it got messy.
Indeed.
Well, there was only one witness.
Yes, only one.
Yeah, and you paid him off, so he's probably not going to do or say anything, right?
We know where he lives.
So.
Yes. Very astute, Darkness Child.
So, what are you guys doing now at this point? So, you're still down in the dock wards. We'll add probably like an hour total with everything that's happened between them.
Yeah.
What was that? What are you guys doing at this point?
I was just gonna like have Mort turn to Norik and be like, send one of those paper birds to the Lord's Alliance and tell them I'm out 10 dragons. They can reimburse me.
I'm just gonna hand him a paper bird and be like, tell him yourself.
Like, common isn't my first language, And Mort's just gonna write this like horribly worded like letter, like.
Did you say common not your first language?
Yeah, what the fuck?
He's Elvish, right? Isn't like Elvish would be.
Sure, right? Yeah. I guess.
He's
Yeah,
like writing this,
common's your second language.
like he's just like, you know, I don't know. We found Hornswoggle and kill him. It got mess E, and he just puts mess in an E. And then he's just right, kind of explains it like, there is bartender witness. I can kill him if you want. And he's like, please send peas. He puts peas like the vegetable peas, send 10 gold to dragon. And then he's just gonna send it.
Yeah, it
It's like
flies
chicken
off.
scratch.
It
Yeah.
looks like a serial killer wrote it.
Yeah, twice.
Send it off. So,
Yeah.
all right. So you send the big bird off. What are your guys' next move here?
Don't we have to talk to doppelgangers or something? I think.
If we could find out where they are.
Yeah, you've got to find some doppelgangers and interview them. Remember, that's part of the merch quest for the Harpers.
Yeah, but do we know where to start with that? Where they said the doppelgangers were? I don't remember any of this.
You can give me a wisdom check, Norik, because at some point in the very, very beginning of this adventure, you and Saniana found something out about a doppelganger. Nah, you don't remember.
Where's Saniana? That damn gnome is back at the bar.
Ever since the demon, yeah, she's become a drunk.
She's been drinking a lot lately.
Yeah.
More,
The poor little thing
drive
couldn't
her to
handle.
drink.
Yeah. He's always in that damn kitchen.
Yeah.
Half the time she's back there sleeping one off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so are you guys heading back to Troll Skull Tavern? Are you going somewhere else? Are you going to go try to investigate where you could find some of these doppelgangers?
We don't know where to start with the doppelgangers. How about we go back to the bar and we ask Saniana?
Okay. That's fine if you guys would like to go back to the tavern. All right.
Yeah,
So you,
it'd be like she knows where to start. I remember talking to her about it, but I have no idea.
okay.
I'm gonna hail carriage.
Yep. You guys definitely get on a carriage and make your way back to Troll Skull Tavern.
Yeah, and if the barbarian sits next to me, Nort gets up and moves his seat.
Oh, in the in the carriage ride.
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't fucking bathed in weeks.
Bruh.
You do need to go to the bathhouse.
It's on the list. I just haven't gotten to it.
Alright, so it takes about 45 minutes to travel by carriage in the rain to Troll Skull Tavern and Manor. And you guys make it back inside there to the tavern. And all of you should be in the tap room as you enter the tap room. It looks like people are starting to get ready again. You've got your help starting to get ready again for tonight's service. With that, let's take a 10-minute break, and we'll get back at it. Is everybody okay with that? We'll come back at 7:37.
Yeah.
That sounds
Sure.
good.
All right, let's
Go
do
with
that.
me.
right, is everybody back? Sorry, I was a little trouble with my mic.
I'm back.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm here.
All right, so everybody's back. So you're all in the tavern. You've come back to your tap room there. Your wait staff, your cook, everybody's kind of getting ready for. Liff is getting ready for opening. They're going to open, in a couple hours here, so they're all getting ready. What are you guys doing?
Oh, Mort's definitely gonna resummon the monkey. I mean, he's an integral part of this operation.
Okay, so you begin to resummon your uh, flying monkey, your familiar. What about the rest of you?
I'm asking Saniana, like, do you remember? Didn't we talk about doppelgangers before?
She tells you, she thinks for a moment and then says, yeah, it was a while ago she thinks that we had this discussion in the yawning portal about something with the doppelganger or doppelgangers in the yawning portal, something like that. She can't remember exactly.
Don't we have another mission in the yawning portal?
All right, let's go to. I'm going to tell everyone, let's go to the yawning portal, and I'm going to look at Sonny and be like, I think you should probably sleep off whatever you've been drinking this morning before you come.
All right, so you guys are going to leave and go to the yawning portal. Is that what everybody wants to do? Is that what you guys decide you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Easy, buddy. Shh.
All right, so you guys make your way down to the yawning portal. You catch a carriage and then head down, and you make it into the yawning portal, and it's it's the yawning portal. It's busy. It's busy all the time for some reason. It seems like, and you haven't been here for a while, and it's like a quarter to one. So, but there is still a lot of people. They're eating, drinking, doing whatever, having a good time. Nobody seems to be taking down the crane down the large well in the center of the tavern, which of course leads to the Undermountains. So nobody's doing that. So it's not packed. People aren't there to watch that. Some people are just grabbing lunch. Some are getting the drinks. Durham is at the bar. He's all, well, look who it all is. I haven't seen all of you in quite some time now. How is it going?
I'm going to say, good. How are you been?
Quite well. Busy as ever. You know the drill. Find a seat. Someone can tell you Bonnie's here.
Mort's gonna look at the portal and he's gonna say, I see you still got that big hole there. You haven't even put a board or tried to cover it up at all. Like he completely misses the point of the tavern.
He's all, oh, well, I don't tell you, it makes money. And the fools want to go
Elena
on a
looks
fool's
down
errand.
Elena's looking down at, like, hmm?
Yeah, it's dark. As you begin to look down it, I mean, it gets to really dark blackness, so you can't really see much down there after a few feet. Fool's errand. So many people want to sign their riches down there under the mountain. Old Hallister's never gonna give it up. Someday, I bet there'll be some brave adventurers like myself who will make their way down there and actually find Hallister Blackcloak if he's still alive.
Mort's gonna like look at the hole, and he's gonna look at his monkey and start to like kind of deduct, do some math. Like, how long would it take his monkey to dig a hole like that in the Troll Skull Tavern? Draw like, like it's like doing math, like measuring it, like his mind and stuff. But
All right, yeah, so it's like, well, it depends how deep it is. You're not even really sure how deep that hole goes down to the Undermountain dungeon. So
At the bottom.
You're not even sure how
oh,
far it really goes down.
wait. And then he's gonna look at Elena, and he's like, she can cast darkness, make it look like it's bottomless. He's like coming up with a scheme. They're gonna dig a hole, and Elena will cast darkness, and it'll look like a bottomless pit. It's the new yawning portal.
What do you guys do when you're inside there in the yawning portal? You guys gonna find a table and sit down, and what do you?
Someone will have to drag Elena away from the abyss because she's just staring down the hole, fascinated that she can't see the bottom.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna ask Durham. Hey, Durham, you ever hear about any two doppelgangers that come around here?
He laughs. Doppelgangers, eh? You're looking for doppelgangers? Come on. Norik, you've been, here this long and you don't know about Bonnie? Come on.
Bonnie's a
Don't be
doppelganger?
ridiculous. You knew that.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna be like, I really didn't.
Yeah, of course, but you didn't hear it from me.
All right, I'm gonna wink at him. Be like, appreciate it.
All right, so he gets back to what he's doing, serving drinks to whoever's coming up there. So, what are you guys doing?
Just hanging out.
You're hanging out, enjoying the
Just fucking chilling,
in
and
the
you
yawning
know.
portal.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna order any food?
No.
No.
I'm gonna get a table for all of us. I'm gonna sit us all down and tell everyone that
So,
Bonnie. I think Bonnie's a doppelganger. How do we go about that?
Yeah, so you guys.
I'm gonna order an ale
Okay.
to cleanse my palate.
So everybody should have Bonnie in their journal, her picture. But as you guys sit down, she actually comes over to your table. And she goes, well, look what the cat drug in. Haven't seen the five of you in a grip of time, especially you, Norik. Where's Saniana?
She's sleeping one off.
Of course, Mort. Always a pleasure. HP, seems like you got a little bit of new armor going on there.
No, just very polished.
And you, I don't know who you two are, but it's a pleasure and welcome to the Yawning Portal. Any friend of Norik is a friend of mine.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Elena.
And she says, hi, I'm Bonnie. Pleasure to meet you. I've been serving at this Yawning Portal for God way too long. The gods help me. So what can I get the five of you this dreary afternoon?
You have any fruity ales? I need to wash something out of my palate.
Well, considering, and she hands you this parchment, and so the parchment that's up on the tabletop here is what they're serving for this day. This is what we got for the day. Even Fest actually won't start till about 4 o'clock, so I can get you something for any of you Nordic. If you want something off the Even Fest, the feast menu, I'd be happy to bring it to you, of course. But of course, we've got the typical, the Shadow Dark ales, the bitter black ales, the meads, the Evermeads.
I'm gonna say, hey, can you just like a lunch that would serve all of us? Just looking for lunch right now.
Oh, absolutely. You know what I get. I'll bring you the platter. Anything to drink?
I'll take a fire wine. That sounds fun.
Norg wants water.
Water, fire wine. Who ordered the fire wine?
Elena?
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. Anybody else want any drinks before Bonnie heads off to get your guys' order in? No. All right. Mort,
Good.
nothing.
Can Mort just look at Bonnie and do an investigation, see if there's any way you could tell she's a doppelganger?
Sure, go ahead.
I don't know how they work, but I remember the lizard men videos that people post on the internet. Their faces flip or something.
Yeah. Now it's well, you think she looks remarkably like a human. She's average. She's attractive.
She can look like whoever she wants. That's the problem.
Yeah, and but she's a middle-aged woman. Yeah, you can't really tell that she's a doppelganger. You can just tell that she looks like a human.
Mort's gonna wait for her to walk away out of earshot, and he's gonna just be like, "He looks remarkably like a human." That'll be it. That's all he's got.
Okay. What about the rest of you? So no more drinks. You guys ordered some kind of platter and just the drinks, which we've got a fire wine and water, right? Nothing from the barbarian?
Is he there?
Brendan, did he
He's
come back
muted.
from the break? Brendan, you're muted.
Here?
There.
I said I didn't want anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, dude.
All right.
Sorry if you didn't hear me.
That's all right.
I think I just forgot to unmute.
All right. She says, all right, I'll get this in. And she walks off.
Fire wine sounds exciting. What is it? What I just ordered?
I like really.
Nobody knows. She asking.
I have no idea.
Within,
When Bonnie leaves, I'm gonna be like, guys, what are we supposed to do with this doppelganger? Just make sure it's not a threat.
I thought we were supposed to recruit him to the Harpers. Somehow.
No, we're supposed to investigate them for the Harpers to see if it's a good investment to have them or not.
Yeah, so you remember your little discussion with Mert earlier this morning. He said one of the members, Maitre Mereg, has aligned himself with a gang of doppelgangers and believes the Harpers should recruit them. We need an unbiased opinion. Track down and speak with each of the doppelgangers and gauge their trustworthiness. Of course, it wasn't. I didn't do Mert's voice. He's a different kind of voice, and he was dabbing raspberry jam from his sides of his mouth this morning, because he had just finished breakfast. So, but what were you gonna say?
So we should probably ask if Bonnie knows the guy first. Or maybe knows anyone who knows the guy. Because it's his doppelgangers.
Okay.
Bonnie might not be associated with them. We don't know.
And while you guys are discussing that, she returns with a pitcher, a wooden or a clay pitcher, sets it down, it's water in it, and then she gives you this wooden tankard that's filled with water, and she hands you this wine glass, and in it is, you see the wine, but on top there's like a little blue flame that's burning on the top of it, and she hands it to you, and then says, "All right, I put the order in. It'll be a few moments. Anything else I can get you at the moment?"
I really forgot the dude's name.
Nothing?
No, I think we're
Oh.
good.
Take some Caesar grains if you have any.
Somewhat. I'm sorry.
Seeds or grains.
Oh, seeds or grains. Okay. Yeah, I could probably round some greens up for you back there, I'm sure. Anything else?
Thank you. No, that'll be it.
She turns and walks and is helping other customers and then walks back to the back room. So what person's name did you not remember?
No. No,
Oh,
I'm
not
horrible with
this
that.
again.
All right, look, I'm gonna put it in chat, so we're doing a
Thank
little bit
you.
better here. All right, here
I've
we
been
go.
writing it down and losing it.
There
so
you go.
Not much better.
There, that is what Mert said to you this morning.
Probably ask if Bonnie knows this Merton guy. Bonnie's good people. I'm gonna try and figure out how to drink it while it's still on. Drink my fire wine while it's still on fire.
Oh, okay, you're gonna try. So as you bring the
I'm-
glass to your,
I don't know what this is, so I'm like, how do you
everybody else is bewildered. They've never ordered this
Yeah.
drink before. So, do you want to try to drink it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and drink it while it's still on fire.
Okay, as it's on fire, you go to drink it,
I don't know
and
what
it
to do with
begins
it,
to
so-
burn. The flame kind of moves up to your nostrils as you're trying to drink from it, and you get a sip of it, and it's warm, very warm, delicious wine. But it burns as it goes down your throat, but it's really good, and it's like feels really warm to you from being out in the cold. But the flame kind of burns the inside of your nostrils, and you quickly pull it back so it doesn't like catch you on fire or anything, and it kind of burned up in your nostrils. But the drink itself was fabulous. But you're
Okay,
sitting there
smaller
and you're
sips.
like rubbing your nostrils and kind of blowing on your nostrils after you took the drink. A little bit of time passes, and Bonnie comes over this huge platter of different kinds of seafoods, prawns, and there's lobster, there's fish, there's cod, shrimp, all kinds of different types of seafood platter. She brings out and puts it down in front of you. There's like garlic butter for dipping. There's some kind of tartar sauce of their kind of cocktail sauce that the Yawning Portal has. Anything else I could get the five of you? Enjoy. It's so delicious. I love that seafood platter. Straight fresh from the harbor.
Really regretting not getting something.
Bless you.
They could get
No,
something
but
now.
I'm gonna say, hey
Oh.
Bonnie, would you have a moment to talk in private with us?
Oh, absolutely. Just give me 1 second, and out of her pocket from her apron, she pulls out these greens and then gives them to you, HP 693. And she says, "Just give me 1 moment. I'll be right back." And she turns around and heads to another table.
I'm gonna give the greens to Boo.
Yeah, but he's all squeak, 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 and he's all shoving them into his fat cheeks there on his hamster cheeks, storing them in there, and they get bigger and bigger with these greens.
I look up at
Whiskers
the rest
are
of the
moving.
party. Does any of you know if hamsters hibernate during the winter time?
No, they don't. They don't. They don't really live in climates that require.
No, I have no idea. Let's go with the 6. Not a clue.
Yeah, their natural habitat's warm weather, like desert weather.
I see.
I think you'll be all right. Remember, this is a descendant of a very, very, very famous space hamster who never hibernated yet. So I think you'll be all right. With that, Bonnie returns to the table and says, "I'm so sorry. What were you going to ask me, Noric?"
I'm gonna have her sit down with us,
You
talk
kind
to her
of-
about how we've been part of the Harpers, and show her our pins,
yes.
and say that
I've been speaking. with
very
someone.
interested in recruiting someone like her.
Look,
Oh,
I've
really?
been speaking to someone who says they're with the Harpers. His name is Matrim Merrick. And so he's been speaking with me about the Harpers himself. I wasn't quite sure if he really was a Harper or not, but it seems like you five are Harpers, so he must be a Harper himself. What did you want to ask?
Is he a Harper? Or no, he's not a Harper, right? We know that he's a Harper or not a Harper, right?
Harper, yes, and he's trying to
Okay.
to get these doppelgangers recruited. But Mert wants this, like an unbiased opinion, away from Matron to make sure that they're trustworthy enough that
I gotcha.
into the Harpers. So,
yeah, I'm just gonna tell her like, with her working at this bar, can do a lot of good for a lot of people. Joining the Harpers, but I just wanted to mention it, see if she was interested. It seems like she is, and I'll be like, I guess we'll get back to you.
Me and some friends would like to. I can give me a few days, and I'll round up the other people, friends of mine, who wish to join the Harpers that Matron was talking with, and we'll meet back here in the tavern. Let's say.
I'm gonna tell her, hey, how about you meet at our tavern and drinks and food are on us.
Well, yes, I haven't actually been to your tavern yet.
Yeah, perfect.
Why don't we do that? I'll say in a couple days, like in 2 days, we'll meet there around the evening time. Or we'll come
Yep, and if it seems a little quiet, just check the kitchen. That's usually where Saniana passes out.
Will do. So I'll see you in a few days, she says as she gets up and she goes to handle other customers at that point. Who's all eating the seafood platter?
I am, but I'm jumping
Oh,
between
me
that
too.
and still trying to drink the drink while it's on fire.
Okay. Again, your
Still trying.
nostrils are burning.
Tiny
I
sip.
need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Nat 20.
So you are able to down the freaking the fire wine, and it's just tickling your nose. The flame is as you down it really fast, and then put it down on the table there. Who's all eating? So I know Elena said she is.
More. Well, do you have like bread or something you can just kind of nibble on?
Okay.
Or is it just all
there's
seafood?
bread there. Yeah, there's bread.
Yeah.
Elena, wait. Go ahead. What are you doing?
He just because he doesn't like to eat much, he just will take it and tear up little bites and
Move your mask
basically
out of the
swallow
way.
it. Yeah.
Dip it in water because
he's
you
just
have soft teeth.
Yeah, exactly. He's he doesn't. That's why he doesn't eat much because it's he's hurting his mouth is constant pain. So he's just shoving it down his throat
Right.
like a pill.
Maybe
Yeah, it's nasty.
HP could have an internal blender put in so she could puree the food for you.
Elena, you gain a total of 15 temporary hit points for the next 24 hours from the food and the fire wine.
Sweet.
Who else is eating? Norik?
Yes, please.
All right, so you gain 10 temporary hit points for the next 24 hours.
Oh, nice.
I wish HP could eat because the pheasant funnel sausage sounds good.
Yeah. Mort, you don't gain anything from the crumbs of bread that you're eating.
It's all right. That's
What
all right.
about Mogbog? Is he eating anything or no?
Said no to eating.
Okay. He's fasting. All right, so you guys finish up your meal. We had some time here. And what is your next move here? So you're going to meet with Bonnie in a couple days, 2 days roughly. So...
All right, so what else do we have to do, guys?
Then we have to watch somebody at this tavern for the.
you have 10 days. You
for
have to
him,
watch
so-
somebody for 10 days.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can turn your alliance quest in. You have the Lord's Alliance quest you can still turn in. It's not late in the day.
Oh,
it's
that
only
paper bird, didn't it? paper bird he sent did it. He just looked at that and was like, "Who is this crazy guy?" And just like tossed it out.
Oh, that's right. You sent that fucking crazy psychopath. All right,
Well,
so you
it's
guys step
probably
out.
like
You pay off your bill, and the five of you step out into the cold rain again from the awning portal, ready to head back to the Troll Skull Tavern. When the paper bird hits you squarely in the chest, Mort falls to the ground. It's soaking wet.
he'll reach down and press digitation it dry and read it.
All right, so
See
you
if
open
any
it
gold
up,
dragons falls out.
It's from Jalister and the Lord's Alliance. He says, "No matter you have done," it says, "No matter you have done what you were asked to do, we will take care of the rest." And he says, "Meet me at your tavern as soon as you can, and we will talk about our next form of action for the Lord's Alliance."
Looks like we gotta head back to the tavern.
Is that what you guys are going to do? Head back to Troll Skull?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, you make your way back.
I think so.
It takes about 45 minutes or so back to your tavern. And there's already like another carriage sitting there in front of your guys' tavern when your carriage pulls up. You guys get out, start walking towards the tavern, and you see Jalister kind of steps out of the other carriage. He puts a cloak over his head and kind of follows you guys into the tavern. And he comes in and he says, "Well, it's a good fine afternoon to you all. It's quite a bit of rain we've had lately, is it not? It seems like it's been raining every day for the last 3 days." He pulls the cloak over his head and looks around. "You guys are opening quite soon, it looks like. Maybe I'll stick around for a warm drink, if you don't mind."
That sounds great.
So, we've got that nasty bit of business out of the way. You put the sword to him, like I asked. And each one of you gains a renown.
Nice.
If you're quite ready, the Lord's Alliance could use you again for another mission for the Lord's Alliance. If you're quite ready, I will give you that now.
Yeah.
So, word
Yeah,
has
what do
it
you got?
out that we've got, our spies have intercepted that the Zents are courting a red wizard of Thay, named Esloon Bizant, trying to add his gang of thugs to their ranks. All we know about him is that he fled his homeland a few years back and is too smart to get caught doing anything illegal. He and his gang of bullies prowl the dock water, scuttle the deal, and do it fast.
Mort's gonna look at Jalister and just kind of try to like. He's trying to be subtle, but it's not subtle. He's gonna say, "Do you want us to?" And he's gonna draw a line.
No.
across his neck.
The best bet, I would say, is to be a little more of souring some rumors of betrayal between the Zinthariums and Elsun's gang. I would think that would be one of the better ways to do this. I don't think killing is the way we want to go with this one, Mort. I know how much it pleases you, but I think we're going to go the other route this time. A little political intrigue into it, maybe, of sending these souring rumors of betrayal between the two of them. I think that is the best course that we should go with this.
Okay.
But, however, if something does arise and you are in some kind of conflict, by all means you must defend yourself. And if they're defeated that way, so be it. But please, I ask that you try to do this in a different way.
Mort's gonna say, Defend myself. Okay. I get it. Defend myself. He's gonna kind of shuffle away, like kind of humming to himself.
But, and worst comes to worst, perhaps you could even bribe him if you have to confront Elsun. But I would try the easiest route myself, and that is sending these rumors of betrayal between the two and see how that goes first. So we're at agreement then? And as he's waiting for your announcement, you see Leaf kind of float by, and he goes, "Oh, Leaf, please, some mulled wine would be beautiful on this cold day, I think." And you just see his ghostly body kind of nods at Jallister, and then goes behind the bar and into the kitchen to get some mulled wine for him. All right, so I'm going to put this in chat so somebody can write it down, hopefully, and remember this for when you guys go to do this
Azul.
quest. That way,
Yes, let's write it in.
that way you remember what's happening. So that's your next mission through the Lord's Alliance. You've now gained 1 renown. You guys should be at 5 renown, I believe, at this point, which is about halfway the total amount of renown that you can get. So you are making a name for yourself. Let's hope you keep this renown this time and don't lose any. Mort, that's aired at you, buddy.
Or it's gonna start whistling. I can't physically whistle, so
Your character can't, or you can't?
I said I'm not. Yeah, I can't whistle. It's just this weird thing I have. I've never been able to do it.
And Mort probably can't either with his teeth missing and everything.
Oh, yeah.
He probably
Yeah.
talks like that guy from Family Guy. How you doing there, Chris?
Yeah.
With the whistle.
Yeah.
His teeth.
He's just like he's trying to make the sound.
All
Like,
right, so Jallister's getting some mulled wine. He's enjoying himself by the fire that you got going on there. So what are you guys doing now? You've got this new mission from the Lord's Alliance. It is getting kind of later in the day, but you also have, you're going to meet with Bonnie, and you have one more where you're supposed to watch someone for 10 days. And then, of course, to go meet with your meeting at High Sun tomorrow at the courthouse. So,
does anybody have like a forgery kit? You could forge a letter from like one of the gangs about the other gang about a betrayal, and then like leave it somewhere where the other faction could find it. Could we do that?
No, making it them believe they have a mole among the ranks.
Yeah, like just like I know I always joke about the monkey, but like just find out like where they're gonna meet and just have like the monkey drop it off. And then come back.
Aslan, Forge Aslan working with the City Watch, maybe?
Yeah.
so you're forging, what are you guys forging? Some kind of rift, some kind of rumor or something you're trying to forge?
No, I have a forgery kit.
Okay.
Norik's gonna hold it out and be like, "Listen, I'm really good at disguises. I'm really good at espionage. I'm really good at forging. But what do you want me to do?"
Just like more, it's like, right, the Red Wizard is a dick. Put
All
it
right,
down.
Norik puts his forgery kit away, takes out a paper bird, and starts writing on it. And he throws it out the window, and it comes flying through the front door and hits Mort.
It's like he doesn't even comprehend it's from Norik, and he picks it up, opens it up.
Says, "Stop wasting my time."
If we
And Norik's just gonna look away from Mort. He's just not even gonna just ignore him.
Who is this from?
if we can find writing samples from like a Zint lieutenant or maybe the wizard, You can make it sound like they're working with the city guard to betray the other.
Wait a minute. Mort,
Uh,
don't you still have that spell book from the half-orc wizard that was beating up Volo's friend?
Oh,
Why do you want it? It's
Floon.
mine.
Speaking of Floon, you guys haven't seen Floon in a while. Remember his, hello, my name's Floon, and I love all of you.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
no, the book is in the
No,
orc's
what?
handwriting, so maybe you could forge that.
We don't know if
Or-
it's him though.
Mort will selfishly, like, greedily take the book out and, like, kind of hand it over to HP. Like, kind of, like, gently hand it over, like, it's mine, but he'll give it to her.
I would never steal. I'm a holy woman, Mort.
Ugh. That's what they
You're
all say.
late.
Did you say you're a lady?
Yes.
That doesn't go.
I mean, I was modeled as a woman, so.
Well,
Oh yeah, well,
yeah,
more,
she's
more
more
like
she's more. I believe you're more feminine looking than masculine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
was built more feminine.
Yeah.
I don't
She's
think
an
like
automaton, and Elena has no clue.
political intrigue and subterfuge. I don't think that's like a good Mort activity. So I'm gonna.
Subterfuge,
I don't think
probably
he-
not. I would say
Yeah, like he's not.
definitely not.
Yeah, he's not exactly subtle. So
No.
I think I'll let you guys. He's
What-
here if
what
you need
gave it
you.
away?
Need him. Yeah, he's here if you need him for something. But like, he's gonna let you guys do this because he knows better.
Unless it's deceptive innocence, I'm not that good either.
Well, what do you guys? So, what final plan have you guys decided? It sounded like you had a pretty decent plan already going with that spell book. What route? What way are you going with that? Or is that even what you guys are going to do?
I mean, she said something about taking a sample, and I remember Mort saying that you took this off from one of the. It wasn't the Zenithar, it was the other group.
Yeah, it was the Xanthariums that you went in
Yeah.
the very beginning there and found that. Yeah.
So this should be a sample of handwriting if it's in the orc's handwriting.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep, you could probably definitely get something from that. Absolutely.
Him working with the city guard to get them the deal partners arrested. To get them out of the way so there's more territory for them. Maybe. Is that how gang wars work?
I think so. I usually try to avoid the gangs. Because so much misery and so many people come to the temple seeking aid.
I'm a look at Norik like, is this idea completely useless or?
I don't know. Like, what's our end game here?
Get them to try and kill each other? Or get them to not work with each other at least?
I'm gonna look at everyone and be like, do we really care?
Mort's like, we should go in and start blasting it.
He just fucking flips out.
Start blasting. I need to beat us up.
I can picture him accidentally sending off a magic missile doing that.
Jallister kind of comes over to all of you talking, and he's sipping his mulled wine. He says, well, you know that if you spend a little bit of dragon, perhaps you'll be able to, find someone who can help you sour these rumors, sow these rumors, or you can do it on your own. It really depends how well you are as Smurfage with it, and, and takes a sip. And he looks at you, Mort, and some of you may not want to try it by yourself, because you may not be that great at doing something like that.
Yeah, Mort agrees. Nodding his head.
So what are you guys gonna plan for this, or you want to take some time still with it?
Yeah, how about we, why don't we relax? Let's go see about the meeting tomorrow morning. I feel like we did a lot today.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so you guys kind of spend the rest of the evening kind of in your tavern helping out, and eventually all of you kind of it gets later in the evening, and you guys kind of head up towards. You had a long day. A lot of you, you're pretty tired. You know, you battled some. You've been around trying to do some of these quests, and it's time you called it a night. We're gonna say it's probably close to around 10:30, we'll say, at night. And most of you kind of head upstairs into your to your rooms and sleep for the night, or some of you power down. Some of you kind of are gonna meditate, but nonetheless, you guys are all going to rest for the night. Does that sound all right?
Yep.
So we're
Sounds
gonna
good to me.
add,
That's a long rest, right?
Yes, this is going to be a long rest, so everybody gets their spell slots back. Their hit points are back, and half their hit die if you use them. Remember that those of you that have temp hit points are good for 24 hours, so that would be around 12:30, 1 o'clock the next day. You should still have those hit points until those expire, okay?
All right.
So we're going to add 8 hours of rest. All right, brings us up to about 6:30 in the morning, when a lot of you rise from your rest or awaken from your meditations or power downs, and it is still raining quite hard. You can hear it on your windows in your rooms. It's quite chilly. Your fires in your rooms have gone to just coals, so it's pretty chilly. You can hear the wind blowing and whistling through any cracks or down the chimneys themselves in your bedrooms. And you probably all finally start to make your way down to the tap room. Once you make it down to your tap room, most of you are probably dressed at this point. Liv has got, of course, his breakfast spread out for you. Again, he's got homemade jams and jellies, bread, sweet rolls, hot porridge. You've got some hot drinks such as coffee, mulled wine, and tea. Hot tea, or if some of you want, there's some. He can make you up a drink of some sort, other than the mulled wine that's already there. So your breakfast is set out for you, like typical for Leaf to do for you, to get your day started. So what's on the agenda for you guys this morning?
Food.
So you're all like, blah, 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 blah. You're eating all the food.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What about the rest of you here?
Yeah, Mort will take some of the food and like put it in like a mug of coffee or whatever they have, tankard of coffee, and he's gonna like mix it all together, like make like a smoothie type of thing.
Like a slurry and coffee slurry.
Yeah, with his finger, like his metal finger, and then he'll like try to like drink it, like.
Yeah, so you've got the sogginess in your. Oh, okay. Real mushy kind of coffee mixture. You're eating it, mostly gumming it to death as it's in your mouth.
Yeah.
All right. So what is the plan as you guys are eating breakfast and trying to figure this out?
Well, Elena's practicing sneaking, trying to sneak up behind the orc.
All right, so
Just
roll me
see
a
how close.
stealth check against your passive perception. What's your passive perception, Mogbog?
Let me check. Where is perception on the chart? I'm looking for it.
Passive perception's down underneath.
Passive perception is below the skills.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. Oh, it's 14. Passive is 14. I'm sorry.
So you are sneaking up behind him. And what are you doing at the moment?
Instead of trying to reach for his food, I'm just gonna be hovering behind him.
Okay. So as she's hovering behind you, you feel
Being
like
creepy.
you feel the back of your hair stand up on your neck.
It's like right behind him.
Nice. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't care. I'm not gonna do anything about that. It's like you do.
I'm a little proud of myself. I got that close without him noticing.
So you guys are finishing up breakfast. We'll add a little time to that. What are your guys' plans here? Are you don't have to get there till high sun for your meeting. So you guys want to wait it out till then and take a carriage back to the courthouse?
I'm sorry. When were the
I would.
doppelgangers are just gonna? Yeah.
Yeah,
we do
a
that.
couple days for the doppelganger, so we.
Yeah.
Well,
And don't forget, you have that new one from the Lord's Alliance too, which is trying to figure that out. What you guys are going to do with that? All right, so you guys kind of chill out the courthouse, your tavern for a few hours. Whatever you're doing, maybe you're kind of stocking everything up. You've got deliveries that have come by that you've helped with, and so we'll add probably 11 o'clock. You got about an hour to get to the courthouse. Okay. You probably want to start making your way down to the courthouse via carriage if that's what you're wanting to do, if that's your plan.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And be like, all right, guys, let's discuss on the way there. What are we going to do at the courthouse? We need to speak to that guy that was missing when we went looking for him. What's his name, though? Anyone write it down?
Castle. Something Storm Castle. Fenris Storm Castle.
That's the one.
All right, so you guys grab a carriage and start heading back to the courthouse with that. From your place to the courthouse probably takes about 25 minutes. And you arrive there about 11:30-ish at the courthouse. We'll put you guys back onto the courthouse here. I think we had was it Elena? Yeah. All right, everybody should see the map. Does everybody see the map of the courthouse?
Yep.
Who's missing? Mogbog, I think. Right? But, Mogbog, can you see the map?
Brendan.
I don't see him in there, so I'm gonna.
I think he waited outside last time.
All right, let's put him in there.
That matters.
Okay. All right.
I was talking that whole time and I was muted. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So you guys enter the courtroom, waiting room, You remember this from yesterday. It has some wooden benches in there. There's a desk and a clerk. You see two guards kind of standing behind the clerk of the room with it. You're kind of early. It's about 11:30 now. What are you guys doing?
Mort's gonna sit down right there and wait.
Okay, you sit down. Guards are kind of eyeing you as you go and sit down on the bench there.
He's looking a little nervous.
Mort, you are?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be in the courthouse.
All right. What are you guys doing passing time? Nothing? You guys are silent. The clerk is like, sees you guys come in wet and from the rain. He's like, can I help you?
Had an appointment.
Yes. You're a party of 5, party of 6. To visit with the magistrate, your appointment's at High Sun. Not quite time yet. Give it a little bit. Have a seat. So, what are you doing to pass the time? Are you guys talking about anything? Are you fidgeting? Are you walking around? What's happening?
I'm just
I guess
hanging out, sitting in the chair.
I guess like Mort's like whispering to Norik, like, what's the plan? Like, what are we gonna say?
Nah, I don't even know. Narik's just gonna walk up, be like, "Hey, how are you? I made the appointment for today."
Yes. It's at High Sun. Yes. You have a little bit. Have a seat, and we'll be with you at High Sun.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go sit down right next to Martin. I'm gonna be like, "I fucking can't stand waiting."
And Mort's just twiddling his thumbs aggressively.
All right. So you guys wait your additional half hour or so. And the half hour passes excruciatingly slow, and it finally is. And the clerk is saying, "Well, your meeting is quite ready now. Is there, if you're ready to meet with the Magister Hester Barch, she will be ready to meet with you." And just follow me, and I'll take you to her office. All right, so you guys need to follow. You're gonna follow the clerk here. He's all this way, please. And he kind of guides you into a couple of different rooms. There's some different kinds of bureaucracy, people working. There's a lot of other clerks and everything. And he takes you down a hall into the room where the office of the magistrate is at. I'm going to put you guys in the room so you guys don't have to walk a very ton. HP, I'm going to grab you along with Elena. Put you in this room. Hold on a second here. Okay. This room is the this grand office contains several plush armchairs and large walnut desk. The seal of Waterdeep is emblazoned on the wood floor. And you see the magistrate. She's sitting at her desk there as you guys walk in. She's busy scribbling, writing something in a thing. She is a Tarami human. She's got she's got these robes on, these golden black robes, and she's a very petite woman. She looks to be in about her 70s. And so she finally looks up at what she's doing. You see there's another knight errant guard standing here watching the five of you as you guys come into the office and then take their seat. And then the clerk whispers some things to the magistrate, and then he leaves the room. And she gets up and looks at all of you. And she says, and yes, what can I do for the five of you?
Mort's just gonna gulp, like, really loudly.
All right. So what now are you doing? I didn't. It must have cut out.
I said he's gonna gulp, like gulp nervously.
Gulp.
Like,
Okay, you're like.
like he's just
Yes. The cat.
like fidgety.
I mean, does a cat have your tongue? What? I'm a very busy woman. I have lots of things I need to do. What is it that you called this meeting for? Nobody? She says, well, if you have nothing for me, why would you call this meeting? Look, and she starts to share this lengthy educational parables to the five of you about wasting people's time and ordering meetings and now not even wishing to speak to her.
I thought Nork was going to take the lead since he's the one that set up the appointment.
I sort of did as well.
Norik, what's going on? Your party members are waiting for you to take lead on this one.
All right. So are we in the guy's cell?
No, you're in the office with the magistrate's office, talking with.
Oh yes, I'm gonna introduce myself as Norik. We're the owners of the bar. We work for Lord's Alliance. Yada yada yada. Grand old, and then introduce everybody and be like, "We're here because we're investigating a few crimes, and we'd like to speak with the, so-called prisoner that you have here before he stands trial."
Who is the prisoner that you are requesting to have a meeting with? A private meeting, I should say.
I'm going to point to Mort. Mort, what's the prisoner's name?
Fenris Stormcastle.
Fenris Stormcastle. That is who you said? And she says, absolutely not. He's a shady, unrepentant person and a flight risk.
Well, I mean, you can just bring us to him and keep him in his cell. We just need to ask him a few questions.
Not. I've already spoke and have ruled upon why we are not to have a private meeting with this individual.
Okay.
So, do you want to roll anything? Do you want to try to do anything? Do you want to?
Nark's going to try to convince her, be like, ma'am,
okay,
I understand your position that you're in, but we also work for the Lord's Alliance, and pissing them off is not in anyone's best interest. It's only going to be a few questions, and you can have guards with us.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check. You did say you're working for the Lord's Alliance. Then I would probably have to grant you a short private meeting with this Fenris. I will have the guards escort one of you. I allow only one of you to talk with this Fenris, this knave, this wretched of a person. You may talk to him if you wish.
I'm going to be like, well, it takes a wretched person to talk to one, and I'm going to look at Mort like we got our guy that talks to prisoners.
Fine then. So it shall be this Mort. Which one of you is Mort?
I mean, like the guy that looks like a torturer.
Oh,
And
you
he
there with the
raises.
leather mask on that's now completely out of style. There hasn't been a plague here in Waterdeep for over 50 years.
Fucking got
Mort will just
more.
lift it up, just show her.
Ew. Please cover
Nope.
your face
He won't
back
say
up,
a word.
please.
Yeah.
That is quite
Back.
atrocious looking, I hate to say. So you're the one that's going to go, right?
Is that what you guys want?
Yeah, you seem to know the most about what we need to be doing here. I'm not your guy you want in there.
Alright.
Okay.
So if that's
Okay.
what you're going to do, the rest of you are escorted out of her office and back to the waiting room where you guys were first at. So you guys are escorted out. A night guardsman takes Mort down through a bunch of halls and stairs, and you go down this lower level into some other rooms, past more kind of clerks and everything, and more guards, and you end up in. He takes you into this part of the room. You come down some stairs. There's a bunch of guards here, and I'll just go and describe this room for you here, where you ended up being. You see, there's like 2 guards stationed there. It's like the cell block area. There's several doors. There's a door to the north here, a door to the south. There's the stairs over here that you just came down, and then one of the guards here is pointing down this hallway here where the cells are actually located.
Okay.
All right.
And you said he's pointing to himself.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
make
sorry.
your
Go ahead.
way. I'll go move you over here. So you make your way over here, and there's a cell right here. And as you approach it, there's the bars and everything, and you can see Fenris in there. He's kind of huddled down, eating some kind of gruel from a plate on it.
Mort's he'll take his mask off and just smile at him. He's got these big, blocky, weird teeth. And he's just gonna look at him through the bars, like put his face against the bars and just stare at him until he notices.
And he looks, and he kind of looks up, and there's like this porridge, this gruel's kind of dripping from his beard and mustache, and he's all, "Oi, what are you looking at?"
And he's like, look, Mort just goes, "My new best friend."
New best friend, get out of here! I don't know who you are.
He's like, "I've come for some information that I'm sure you have." And he's gonna kind of how close is the guard? Is he within ear? He's in earshot, right?
Yeah, they're all in earshot. They're watching you very intently.
And there's Mort's just gonna point at his eye patch and just like kind of hold it there. Then he'll point at his ear, like his one elf ear, to see if Fenris like catches on at all that somebody sent him.
He looks at you and then gets back to eating his gruel.
Mort's just gonna sigh. He's gonna say, "Do you collect stones, Mr. Stormcastle?"
He goes, "I got nothing to say to you. It's just going to incriminate me. I got nothing to say to you."
Mort's like, "You misunderstand. I told you I'm going to be your best friend."
Roll a
You
persuasion. Yeah, he's like, "I got nothing to say to you. I've said already enough of my piece. Got nothing." And he starts to eat more of his gruel.
Mort's gonna say, "What do you think they're going to do to you in here?"
What they're going to do to me? They'll hang me probably. They got a lot on me, he says.
That's pretty quick, isn't it?
I'm waiting to stand trial. I'm charged with multiple counts of theft, highway banditry, assaults against Waterdeep citizens. It was only a matter of time till someone tipped off the Bloody City Watch. It was probably another member of that bloody Bloodhawk posse that gave me up. And he looks at you, he goes, if only I could have unloaded that damn stone for a fortune to my Luskin contact. But you know what? I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it for leverage. Escape my imprisonment and wipe my criminal record clean with that stone.
Okay, Mort's going to what can I say? Gonna bend down a little bit, kind of a little more intimidating, and he's going to explain to him in so many words that he's basically got two choices. He's going to Fenric can either help him find the stone of the core, and Mort will see to try to get him a better sentencing and get him out, or he will try to convince the guards to just give Fenric over to Mort, and Mort will make sure that he does not die for a very long time. And he'll probably try to emphasize that in an intimidating way.
Are you gonna
Can I roll an intimidation?
Yeah, if you're intimidated,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm gonna
roll me intimidation.
real fast. I have this thing, inspiration, that I've never used.
Yeah,
Does that mean
just
if I use
add
that, can I
advantage.
roll?
Be advantage on your roll
All
if
right.
you use inspiration.
And I'll take that. I'm going to try that.
Oh yeah. He's all, well, if you put it that way, I tell you what, I'm not going to tell you where the location of the stone is unless I'm released and granted immunity for my past crimes. The presiding magistrate, she has the authority to give me what I want. If you do that, I'll tell you exactly where the stone is. Other than that, I won't. That is my offer.
Mort's just going to say, I'll see what I can do. And he's going to, pretty annoyed with him. And he's going to, oh, wait, real fast. Can Mort tell if he's telling the truth?
Go ahead and roll an insight.
Okay.
From what you know, it seems like he does know where the stone is at. He's hidden it. He had it. He's hidden it, and yeah. So those are his demands.
And that intimidation, that's like the best he's going to do under that intimidation.
That's what he said.
Like
He's like, yep.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna. Those are my demands. I'm behind the bars now, so if you want the stone, you gotta basically release him. Yeah, he's got nothing to lose. He's either gonna die or gonna do it for him. So, exactly.
Well, Mort's gonna, I guess, he'll keep his little mask off, but he's done with him for now. He'll go back to with the magistrate.
So you talk to the guard, and he takes you all the way back through upstairs, back into her office, and the guard drops you off there, and she says, already done with your little interview with that wretched individual?
Is it just Mort, or is it the rest of the party?
It's just Mort right now. She can bring in the rest of the party if you want.
Well, it doesn't matter, honestly. They can come in if they want.
We'll bring the rest of the party in here.
Could you repeat some of that so I can write it down?
Me? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the guy who sold him out.
Oh, okay.
And so write down some names so we actually start remembering them.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Let's see. So he was telling Mort that he was confined to cell waiting to stand trial. He's charged with multiple counts of theft, highway banditry and assault against Waterdhaven citizens. Fenris knew it was only a matter of time until someone tipped off the city watch. He expects that another member of the Bloodhawk posse gave him up.
Bloodhawk.
Yeah, the timing is unfortunate for him since he was planning to earn a small fortune by turning over the Stone of Glory to his Luskinite contact. So. Alright, so all of you are back in the office of the Magistrate. She says, alright now. What is it this wretched creature has told you?
Mort's gonna like kind of hold both like his mask in both of his hands, and he's gonna step in front of her and kind of straighten his back, and he's gonna just start kind of talking. He's gonna tell her, you know, my people around here call me Mort. My real name is Lord Thoza Vaishan. I am from the Vaishan household in Neverwinter. He's going to explain that his little brother went missing. He'll explain that he was estranged from his family, but they enlisted him to go hunt down his little brother when he went missing, and so he was kind of on a mission for his family. And he'll explain that since he's been here, he's gotten tangled up in like refers to Gray Hands. So kind of mention Sanyana's mirror and all this. And then he'll say that they've been on the trail of a magical artifact called the Stone of Galore. And Mort believes that the Stone of Galore needs to go into the right hands, that being him. He says that it's worth studying, and there's a lot of knowledge that can be taken from it. And if it were to get into the wrong hands, or someone who doesn't know what they're doing gets a hold of it, then it could potentially lead to something bad happening, because it's a magical artifact. He's just kind of stressing that Fenric Stormcastle knows where it is, and the only way that he's going to say this, they're like give it up, is if he's released with immunity, and that's kind of where they're at. He's just like basically Mort has just laid like all his cards on the table. He is telling the truth. It's like he's concerned with getting a hold of the Stone of Galore.
And what
And
what is this significance of the Stone of Galore? What does it do? What is it for?
Oh, Mort will explain what it is. It's like an alien. Hold on. It's an alien entity. It just has like a bunch of knowledge. It's a magical artifact. It like Mort, and again, he's being honest. Like for all he knows, it's like this parlor trick, and it's nothing. But I don't feel like I'm doing a good job at this. But basically, I'm like trying to stretch. But no, I'm saying that Mort cares more about the stone than the treasure. Like he is just way more interested in getting that than he is even the gold.
She says, "Hold on, what treasure are we talking about?"
Oh, oh yeah. Well, she doesn't know that. I thought she knew Fenris had something to do with the treasure.
She has
already.
no idea about the Vault of Dragons and the stolen gold. She has known nothing.
Oh
That's
shit!
what it's related to when you said treasure. What is the treasure related to? What is the Stone of Galore with the treasure you had just mentioned? What treasure?
Mort will be honest. He'll tell her like it's related to the Dragon Vault. I am being honest. Like I'm just in case it's against the roll or anything. Mort's more interested in the stone than he is the gold at this point. So he'll tell her it's like
so you tell her
the Dragon Vault.
You talk about the Vault of Dragons.
Right.
You tell her about the stolen gold, the embezzlement. And she says, "All right then, I must insist on trying something before letting him off the hook. I have." And she looks to her guard. She says, "Bring that nastiness to me. Right now, we're going to have it out with him and find something." And within a few moments, 10 minutes, he's brought to the office there, and he's snarling at the magistrate. And, well now, she says, And he looks at you, Mort, and he says, "So you've done it. You're going to get me off, huh?"
More will just look at him. He's not going to
Grayson.
say a word.
She's going to question him about the stone now. And so she's asked a few questions, but she looks like she's doing something to and the five of you kind of see that it's almost like she's casting some kind of spell. And she's asking him a few questions of the stone. He goes, "I got nothing to say to any of you. Nothing." And just within moments, she says, "All right, return him to his cell." "What? I thought I was what? You tricked me. You'll never learn the location," he says as they're dragging him away. "You sons of and he closes the door before he says it. She says, "Fine, then. Your story checks out, Mr. Mort. He does have the stone. He's hidden it. And I've learned the location of the stone. And I'm going to get it myself." No, she's kidding. she says, "He has hidden the stone on the top floor of an old tower in the dock ward. Somewhere on the top floor, he has supposedly hidden the stone of the Stone of Galore. That old tower in the dock ward is where it is hidden. That is what I've scanned when I've done a detect thought spell on him. And you are correct, that Stone of Galore, once in your possession, will be able to locate the Vault of Dragons and tell you how to open it with it. But first you must find this stone. Do you have any other questions for me? I'm a very busy magistrate, so make it quick."
Tower Dockward. Gotcha.
Any questions for her?
What spell
No.
is that? That was cool.
What's that?
What spell is that? That was cool.
Oh, that was the tech. She says that was the tech thoughts. A rather very
Mhm.
handy spell in my line of work.
Mm.
A judge that can detect thoughts. Oh, God. Very scary.
Yeah, right? Well then, if you have no other questions or comments for me, I must bid you good day. I have such a busy schedule ahead of me. I have more meetings and more trials to preside under, including that wretched fool. And with that, the guards kind of escort you all out of back into the front room, the waiting room. Well, now you know the exact location of the Stone of Galore. You have figured it where it's at.
I think I've got our current quest down pretty good.
Okay.
Settle the deal between the Zents and Isloon for the Lord's Alliance. Watch Mayloon at the Yawning Portal for a 10-day for the Grey Hands. Have a friendly little chit-chat to determine the trustworthiness of the doppelgangers for the Harpers and a clue to the location of the Stone of Glow.
Sounds
I got
good.
Yay.
I got some questions before we
Yep.
sign off here.
Yeah.
So she this magistrate
Yeah.
and I can't remember her name. She knows that we know where the stone and about the treasure. Did the guards in the room know? Or were there guards in there?
Yes.
And
there
obviously
were head guard. Yes, there were guards there.
Okay. Obviously the guy knows. I'm just trying to and she just didn't seem really like. Could you tell how much she cared about where the Dragon Vault is? Did it seem like she was concerned that it was
because
there?
she knows that this Dragon Vault has 500,000 dragons that belong to the city. So absolutely, she is very much for the city. She wants it back for the city. Those were embezzled from the city by Lord
It looks like
Neverwinter. So that is the
Mark
only
just blew
reason
everybody's shit.
that is the only reason she brought him up and found out where the stone was, because that Vault of Dragons, everybody knows the Vault of Dragons is where the embezzled 500,000 dragons are at. Yeah. she wants that back for the city. So yeah, absolutely.
Now,
She's-
did she cast detect thoughts on everybody in the room,
no,
or just
Fenris, just Fenris.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Good.
All right. Everybody
Good.
good? Question, comments, or concerns before we end this session?
No, I'm good.
All right. So we will see my Spelljammer guys, ladies and gentlemen, on tomorrow.
This is the. I did get the name spelling right?
Yes, that's correct. That is correct.
Okay.
And so we'll see the Spelljammers tomorrow for that session. And then Monday.
Congratulations, guys. I have notes.
All right. And next Monday, the 31st, we'll continue on this adventure.
We will get this out.
And hopefully at Saniano will be able to join us next Monday. So, but we'll be missing Brendan. So,
Yeah. That's
right.
all right.
Sounds good, guys. Have a great night, good rest of the week, and we will see most of you tomorrow night.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Later, guys.